Hello there, and we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to Real Talk. Real Talk is an aspect of, Tony Cloud, Gunner TV, where I just bring hard hitters, they just come into the show and then we just have a slugfest. But today it's a different kind of slugfest. I have big titans here, like people who know this stuff. Somehow, all of that. I have one of my big friends here, True Red Devil from the True Red Devil channel. David, you're welcome to the show. You're a regular
Thanks.
here, so you
Thanks
don't
for
need
having me
any
back.
introduction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks for
man.
having me back. Hello to Chelsea OG. Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. And yeah, making his debut on the show today, my brother from the motherland. This is my guy. We share that same Niger blood together, but most of all, we have mutual respect because I respect what he's doing, his craft. He does it very, very well. Sometimes, man, when I'm tired and I just want to listen to football in my own language, I just go down and watch this guy. Great guy, great character. He's a lovely human being at heart. Guys, welcome Akpos from the football in Pigeon. Three gun, and you know what, guys? It's also a gunner. So three gunshots for Akbos in the house. Pooh, pooh, pooh. The
Shit.
gun in the house. Akbos,
Anthony.
welcome to the show. It's your debut, man.
Tony, you remind me. You remind me. Associate like that. But I feel honored to be here, and I feel happy to be here, Tony, because I don't know, from the very first show we did together on One Touch. I think it's all been love. I did not even know previously you've been following me and giving love to the content I put out there. So I want to say thank you and thanks for having me on. And Dave, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. It's
Yeah,
always
nice.
fun to come on this show to talk
Yeah.
talk about football with everybody that's part of the football family. It doesn't care. I don't really care if you are a rival fan, but it's always fun for me to come on here and talk
Yeah.
about this game that unites all of us, irrespective of our different
Exactly.
background. And so it's all love. It's always a thing of honor, a thing of joy. So thanks for having me, Tony, and nice to meet you, Dave. Let's go.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Akbos. It's just a shame that Bruno Fernandes put Nigeria to the sword yesterday.
Debbie, there was nothing really at stake for that one because personally for me, I had this mixed feeling watching that game because it is an embarrassment for us not to be at the World Cup because the
Yeah,
JC
big
that
one.
is standing behind there for me, that's an iconic JC. That's the JC that we've won proudly at the World Cup, proudly at the biggest stage of football. So for us not to be at the World Cup, I still feel very disappointed. I still feel like there's this emotional feeling that is not attached with not seeing my Super Eagles playing at the World Cup. So, but what can we do? We are hoping that we're going to be in for the next one, hopefully. And for that game, I was not really upset about the result for me because there was
I
nothing
had to get it in. I had to get it in. And nice to Munzi for his comment and hi Emma. Back, nice to see you back.
Yeah. See, yeah, guys, you know what? Yeah. Our other Ola of the United family is stuck in
Yeah.
traffic. He went to work, so he's a little bit stuck in traffic. So he'll be joining us quite soon. But see, we have a part of the footballing pigeon channel here. We have the Red Devil here himself, David. You know what? Let's go to war. See, you know what brought about all these things is the Ronaldo factor. That's why I called you guys to come in here and let's do justice to this. So see, I was on Twitter and on IG. I was posting lots of stuff about Ronaldo. David, my friend, had lots of horrible things to say about Ronaldo. He called him shit. See, all these Manchester United fans, yeah, the way they're slagging off their legend, a bona fide legend of the club in Cristiano Ronaldo, the way they're slagging him off, the way they're tearing him and his legacy down, both on Twitter, on IG, and on every social media possible, it's a shame. It's a big shame. So see, of course, I would start with you. Where where does your not loyalty in any way, because of course you're loyal to Arsenal Football Club, but take us through what you think really about this Ronaldo issue. Then I will go to the Red Devil himself, David.
Well, for me, I think with this situation, we just have to call a spade a spade. Most of the people that are supporting, that in support of what Cristiano Ronaldo has done with that interview and all of that, I don't think they would have been saying the same thing if it was a different player. And at the end of the day, we need to tell ourselves the truth. This is a team sport. You can't achieve so much more individually without the team. So I think in many instances, in many situations with what has happened, Cristiano Ronaldo has not put the team first. Because for you to walk out of a game when the game, the proceeding of the game was still on, you've not just disrespected the coach, you've not just disrespected the badge, the fans who have paid so much money to come watch you. Because no matter how we're going to say it, we the fans, we are the major customers in this business. Football is a business. Without the fans, we all saw that the game did not have that much of how would I say it, the dynamics and all of that without the fans during the COVID and all of that. The players were missing all of that energy that was coming from the fans and all. So for me, I think Cristiano Ronaldo on that front disrespected the fans, also the team, because there were other players on the bench who the manager didn't know who called to come into that game in question. So I think like a lot of people are mixing it because it's Cristiano Ronaldo, the love for the player, the love for the brand, because this is a massive brand. This is one of the best players a lot of us have seen practically play football, if not the best.
Of course, is the best to ever kick the football ever. This guy coughs and Coca-Cola shares drop. Guys, are you guys in the same realm with me?
But Tony, the thing is, why I don't say it's the best, it's we all know different people have the different preferences, different opinions. Personally, for me, I'll pick Messi ahead of him, and I have my reasons. But I respect other people that pick Ronaldo in that argument. So, but the whole thing, I think, if we want to look at it from an employee and employer point of view, it was totally wrong for him to come out to grant that interview while you're still being under the employment of Manchester United. Because I think like that was not the right timing. The season was still on. You still have teammates, players who are looking up to you and all of that. So I think like if you wanted to give a no holds back, tell the whole story of what has happened, he should have done it a lot more later. And all of the things he said in that interview, I think I saw truth with what he said about the club not changing. Because let's agree with this one. Personally, I do agree with that fact that if you don't change, you have competition no matter what industry you find yourself in, no matter what business you're doing. There are other people who are coming into the same line of business. There are other people who has been there with you as long as you've been there. So it's either you are changing to get better or you are staying stagnant and you will be getting bad. So all of the things he has said about the club not changing in terms of their training facilities, technology, and training regime and all of that, I think that was right for him to say, but that was not the right time, because this Cristiano Ronaldo we are talking about. If you really wanted to impact change, you want the club to make these changes, there are other different channels with which he could have addressed it. Because I thought if he really wanted change, before he signed the Manchester United contract, he could have put that in. I want you guys to change this. I want you guys to change that. This is Cristiano Ronaldo. If the club really wanted to bring him back, they would make those changes.
It's just, mind you, he's just an employee. Come on, my brother. Come on, he's just an employee. How can he do all this stuff?
Even if it's just an employee, Tony, there are terms and conditions he could have given to the club for him to come back, for him to sign that team, to sign that contract. If he had said, I want you to change this and this in your gym, they will change it. I want you to change this and this technology that will move the team, that will help the team in achieving success on the pitch. They would make changes. Players can make recommendations. You're working for a company. If you feel let's say the coffee machine is bad somewhere, you could make a recommendation to your manager. Can we change this coffee machine? We need this coffee machine. We need this coffee machine to be very effective as a team working in this unit, for example. Your management will listen to you. So I thought there were other channels with which Cristiano Ronaldo could have handled it if he really wanted to impact change in the organization, if he really wanted to impact change with the team. So if you really wanted to do that, talk to the management. They would have done something good about all of that.
Okay,
So,
okay. See, you know what? We will still come into the main argument. This is just your starting, your starting preamble. See, we also have MUFC Global. Is a Manchester United fan. You see, I'm encircled with Manchester United fans. See, my guy, before I go to the main guy, David, of course, it has lots of things to say. I'll just go to this next guy first before I come into David, my friend. See, MUFC Global, state your case. What's the problem? Why can't these guys respect Ronaldo? He's your legend. He played for your club. He scored lots of goals for your club. This guy won trophies for your clubs. Other legends are jealous of him. Even Rooney is flapping his gums, talking shit about the same Ronaldo. Gary Neville talking absolute bullocks about Cristiano Ronaldo. And see, the height of the whole thing. This is a question. Just listen to it for you, MUFC. And the height of the whole thing is that even Gary Neville isn't even pure himself. This guy has slagged off that club time and time without number as a pundit for wherever he works at. He's a hypocrite. He's a very, very big one because he has also criticized the club. So where is the whole balance? Why are people not on his neck whenever he has talked about the club, and slagged it in a bad light? Actually, and he also trust me, he gets money from the club. There's some things he does there's some charities he does for the club. He gets money from there. So why the whole disparity? Why castigating your legend on Twitter, Instagram, and everywhere, abusing this guy? See, I've never seen the scale in which Manchester United fans have disgraced this guy in space of 2 weeks. A whole legacy dragged to the floor. Why are you guys dragging your legend to the floor? Because I cannot do that to Thierry Henry. MUFC, tackle that question, my brother. We're here.
All right, bro. First and foremost, thanks for this opportunity. Actually,
it's your debut. You're welcome.
Yeah, actually, it is,
yeah, nice to meet you again, Global.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Thanks.
Big up, my G.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Thanks, JVC. Back to the main topic. The problem is, or the thing is, I think Ronaldo is the problem. He should have thought about all these first and foremost before gracing that explosive interview, if you know what I mean. He should know the consequences. Of course, he's aware. He knows how he's definitely going to play. It's like he knows he doesn't want to bring up these quitter vibes because he knows definitely he has been below par. His performance has been below par, and he knows within himself that he's definitely going to leave Manchester United.
He was your best player last season, my brother. He was your highest goal scorer last season, my brother.
Yes, he was. But last season is quite different from this season. And we're talking about stats, what we can see with our eyes, because this is not what somebody tells us actually. Anybody watching football, be you a Man United fan or you are a fan of any other club, you see Ronaldo's gameplay, you notice it's quite different from how it has been last season that you mentioned. There's a huge difference, and this is a new manager coming in, a new system, trying to implement a new system. Of course, you said it. He was our best, highest goal scorer last season, but this is a different case. He carried most of the burden last season, and individually, there was no player aside Ronaldo last season who did fantastically well. And there's a new system, there's a new manager who is trying to implement a system, trying to bring a game plan or a tactics that will be favorable to the whole players, if you know what I mean. All the players need to be involved. All the players need to show what they've got. Ten Hag doesn't want just centered on, he doesn't want a game plan, or he doesn't want a tactics that is centered on an individual. He wants to carry the team along. When you hear Ten Hag and his interview, whatever he says, he talks about team performance, of course. And obviously he must have been briefed last season, because I'm sure he knows Ronaldo carried the burden. And if we cannot recall, I think the end of last season, every club does produce the best player of the season and all of that. But for Manchester United, that was not the case. If you can remember, I think the players came together to scrap such an award because they did so because they believe they performed below par. They were not worthy of such accolades as of that point. So now, Ronaldo as an individual, of course, you are the greatest of all time in your opinion, and you have to.
Yeah, in my opinion, he's the goat. He's the goat.
You have to give your manager a chance because Ronaldo is 37. At his age, he's supposed to work in tandem with the manager. He claims to love the club. He claims to love the players.
But Ronaldo came out and he said that this manager doesn't respect me. He doesn't respect what I bring to the table. He doesn't respect me. So why should I reciprocate respect to a coach who doesn't respect me? To a coach who tells lies.
Did you respect the manager when he walked off the pitch?
Lies in public that he's not fit to play or that he's ill, and he's not ill, he's ready to play. Ronaldo is ready to play.
Tony, did we all see him disrespect the manager when he walked off the pitch?
Yes.
Without the end, without the 90,
yes.
Without the referee blasting the whistle for 90 minutes. We all
saw he did. No. Then you know what? Then show me any player who hasn't made any mistake. Show me any player who hasn't made any mistake, who doesn't have any weakness in him.
Eric Cantona.
No, because now everyone is now acting as if they're now like perfect beings. We're allowed to make mistakes. We're human beings.
Ronaldo in his attitude and his character. He's trying to behave like he's perfect. He's the one trying to be termed the perfect being here.
No. But yes. How he walked out of the pitch? That shows weakness. It shows he wants to play. That shows he wants to play.
It doesn't.
He wants to play. Ronaldo.
Okay, good. We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you, David.
Okay.
The floor is all yours. The floor is all yours. I've seen you on IG. I've seen you on Instagram, castigating your legend, destroying a legacy that has been built over years. This guy, I've worked with many classic coaches. If Ferguson, come on, the hair dryer treatment. He's worked with this guy. This guy loves him. This guy was instrumental to bring him down to Old Trafford. The second time again, he rejected Manchester City and decided to come back to Manchester United. You lot, to join you guys and help your team in your stadium that the roofs are leaking. The wheels are falling off. Of course, your football is dead as well. You can see your league position right now. Your facilities Listen, David, I'm coming to you. This is for you. I want to make this as hostile as possible. You guys know me, I'm a very cool guy, but I want to make this as hostile as possible for you Man United fans. I want to see your emotions. You can share that with me right here.
You see my emotions.
And apart from that, your roofs are leaking. Your stadium is in a bad state. Your facilities in your stadium are old. Your cooks, not so good, which shows that the food that they give to the players are not good. Ronaldo was critiquing all these things, and you just were like, oh, he's now going after the cooks. No, it's going after the kind of food you give.
Right.
Are you guys not thinking outside the box in all these things? And you guys are joining hands with the Glazers that all you lot came out to actually get out of your club. You guys have joined these guys to actually demonize your legend. Tear him down on Twitter. Tear him down on IG and everywhere possible. Totally destroy a legacy that he has built. David, why are you co-signing to this message of destruction against your legend and your GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo?
Anthony, I love your show, and I don't like it when people are critical. So before I get on to my Ronaldo, I just want to ask Pete Haywood. He goes, "It's Lee and Jez's friend, a fake plastic, fake fan exposed." Pete, who are you talking
Haywood,
about?
if you're a friend of Jez and you're a friend of Lee, big ups to you. I love Jez. Jez gave me a chance when I was getting into this space, and I love Jez. It's a big brother to me. God bless you wherever you come from.
Pete, if you're calling Tony a plastic, then you don't know him, because Tony is a decent guy. So if you're talking about Tony,
he didn't mean that. He didn't mean that. He meant because they call people that that follow, Jez and Lee plastic fans. I understand what he was saying. It's not directed at
Okay.
me.
Anyway.
I understand, Pete.
So you
But
want
Pete,
you
you're
want my
welcome to
opinion?
my show here. Actually,
Right.
everyone is equal on this ground. It's an
Yeah.
Arsenal fan TV.
So you
Everyone
want my
is equal.
opinion on Ronaldo? You want my opinion on Ronaldo?
Yes,
Right then.
that's why I called you in.
A year ago, before we even came back, I did a Newcastle United preview game, which was his debut. And in that video, I said I didn't want Ronaldo back. I've shared the video on my Instagram. I didn't want him back then, right?
Yeah.
People are like Eric Ten Hag disrespected Ronaldo. Really? When? Show me when. Show me when. Show me when. Ronaldo, right? He didn't want to come on against Spurs, 86th minute, 87th minute. Oh, I'm too good for that, right? Yeah, Spurs are shit. Okay, but ignore that, right? And then 2 weeks later, Eric Ten Hag gives him the captain's armband. Well, hold on a minute. That's not showing him disrespect, is it? That's showing him respect. So where's Ronaldo's disrespect coming from? He goes on. Hold on. Go back to the Spurs game. He didn't want to come on with 3 minutes to play. Okay? Let's go back to the beginning of the season. We were beating Liverpool at Old Trafford. Ronaldo came off the bench in the 87th minute. Why? We were winning. Why didn't he walk off then? So he did it for Liverpool, so why didn't he do it against Spurs? And he says it's disrespectful. The guy is a clown. He is not a United legend anymore. Seriously.
Oh my God.
No. How the hell would you like him?
MUFC Global, are you hearing this? He's no more your legend.
He is not a United
Jesus
legend.
Christ.
He's in the same list as Roy Keane, cunt, Robbie Savage. Well, he was never a United legend anyway. Tevez, cunt, Hargreaves, cunt, Ince, cunt. He is in the cunt list. Ronaldo can he can stay in guitar. I don't care. I hope he drinks alcohol and gets arrested and he never comes back to Manchester because he shouldn't ever step foot in Manchester ever again. The guy is a joke. And seriously, he goes on Piers Morgan's show and everyone's like, oh, look, he's mentioned the Glaziers. Okay. Hold on a minute. He mentioned the Glaziers 52 seconds out of a 90-minute interview. He didn't even do 1 minute talking about the Glazers. So for the other 89 minutes and 8 seconds, he was slagging off Rooney. Why? He was calling him ugly. He was calling him a rat, right?
No. But Rooney hit at him. Rooney hit at him.
Yeah, no.
Rooney hit at him. Rooney talked about him in the media. And you don't talk about your mates or you don't talk about your comrades in the media. You don't. So if you come for Ronaldo in the media, he has the right to come for you.
No, Tony. If you did a show that I didn't like, I would tell you about it. Honestly, that's what friends do, right? He goes on about Gary Neville. All Gary Neville did was to say the truth. Manchester United have been playing better without Ronaldo, and the stats prove it. And Ronaldo can't.
So you guys have forgotten about last season, right?
Okay.
So last season. So let's just throw last season away.
Let's go back.
It's totally not good enough, right?
Let's go back to last season. He got 24 goals. Okay, right?
Yeah.
You tell me any other player last season that performed well. Anyone?
No one.
So is it because of Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yes.
That your team did not perform well?
Yes.
Is it because of that?
The season before, we finished second in the league. We got to the Europa League final. We started off last season with a 5-0 win against Leeds United.
I agree with David.
I'll tell you how good that performance was.
Ronaldo changed the game plan. He changed the tactics.
Global. Yeah, 1 second.
No.
Like 1 second. We beat Leeds United.
Really?
We beat Leeds United 5-0 first game of the season. And to show how dominant we were, Paul Pogba, right? Everybody knows I love Paul Pogba. He got 4 fucking assists. That's how good we were. We made Paul Pogba look good. That's how good we were. Ronaldo comes in. He gets 2 fluky goals against Newcastle. He goes on and scores 24 goals for us. The rest of the team plays shit because we had a tactic to suit him. Once Eric Ten Hag came in, he played a tactic that he knew was a team tactic, and Ronaldo couldn't handle it. Ronaldo is too fucking slow to play the tactic that Eric Ten Hag wants to play. So all I can say is, Ronaldo, Portugal win the World Cup. You say you're going to retire. Why wait, mate? Just fucking retire now because you're fucking useless. You're fucking shit. You're not a United legend. And seriously, get out of my fucking club because I don't care. And I'll tell you what, I would love it. Why do I always go back to the Kevin Keegan speech? Right, I would love it if Manchester United made an announcement 10 minutes before Portugal play their first game and go, Ronaldo has been sacked. And then that'll teach him. He goes on Piers Morgan's show and goes, oh, I won't mind Arsenal winning the league. Nobody does that. Yeah, I won't mind Arsenal winning the league. But I'm not a player. If you talk about Anthony, you work, I'm guessing all of Global Works and
Of course.
Yeah. So I'm sure you all work. If you went and criticised your manager, if you criticised your owners, you'd be out of a job. So he's done this, and I'll tell you a few stories. Right, on Thursday when we played Villa in the cup, right, he got told he wasn't going to be in the squad for Fulham on the Sunday. He went straight to the medical staff and said, "I don't feel well." Okay, refused to play. On the Friday, he did this interview a day after, and he's not been seen at Old Trafford since that Thursday, right? What does that tell you?
Of course, he's got wind that, of course, he will be sacked. Ronaldo has played his last match for Manchester United.
Good.
Is that how to treat your legend? I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he's a saint. It's open ground. Everyone can talk now because I want everyone to talk now. It's open season now. How can you guys tell me that because he has made a mistake, because he walked out of the pitch? Come on, man. Is he the only player to walk out the pitch in the game? You guys all have weaknesses.
Name one of them.
So he's meant to be perfect, right?
Because
he has made a mistake, you guys want to throw the book at him, disgrace him. Because David, you've just said that he's no longer a legend of your club.
He's not a legend.
It's disgraceful. I cannot treat Thierry Henry like that.
Yeah, because Thierry
Henry... The way you guys have done this, I can't treat Thierry Henry like that. Can you treat Thierry Henry like that?
No.
Even if he walks out the pitch.
Thierry Henry hasn't gone on TV and slagged United legends off. I tell you what, Rooney is a bigger Man United legend than Cristiano Ronaldo.
He's an Evertonian. He's an Evertonian. I don't even really classify him as a Manchester United legend.
He's Tony is a legend.
Now don't forget that without
he's a legend.
You wanted to say something? Yeah, everyone. It's open season. Everyone can say something.
Tony, I understand your point of view where you were saying Ronaldo is the legend of Manchester United, but I think these are things he should have put into consideration before he granted that interview. Because I thought that if he recognizes that he's a legend of the football club, now is not the time to do that. Keep all of this information for when you want, after you've retired, or he signs for a new football club, he writes, he makes a documentary for all of that, understand, to tell his own story of what actually happened while he was at Manchester United and all. You get? So let's use the Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang incident, because I think like there are some similarities. He's not on the level of the kind of player Cristiano Ronaldo is for what he has achieved in a round later game. But let's look at that one. Mikel Arteta thought that Aubameyang has disrespected the team and all of that. What was the action that came afterwards? In that interview, Cristiano Ronaldo was consigned that it was punished for 3 days for working out of the team, for disrespecting the team, disrespecting the manager. He said 3 days was too much, because I thought that you said we are all free to make mistakes, but we all understand that in life, whatever actions we take, there's going to be reactions to what actions we take. So when you've made the mistake, when the reactions start happening, you should be able to stomach it. You should be able to face it, that, okay, these are the consequences of my action.
Yeah.
So for him to come and say that, oh, I'm Cristiano Ronaldo, you cannot tell me to train alone for 3 days because I've done something wrong. Oh God, this is a team sport. We all know how a lot of managers would have handled it if it was a different player. Let's be frank, Tony. If any of these Arsenal players tomorrow decide to walk away from the Arsenal game, 80 minutes or 85 minutes of the game, what would if Mikel Arteta decide to relegate that player? No,
but
Tony,
you
I'm
guys
coming.
are talking as if
Tony,
you guys
Tony,
don't
let
know
me
that.
land,
See,
Tony.
but it's
If the
different.
manager,
It's a different
Tony,
No,
case.
it's not different. It's not
Tony, it's
different.
not a different
No,
case.
it's different when
Yeah.
you're being treated unfairly. One,
It's not been
secondly,
treated
it's
unfairly.
different
Tony,
when
being
the
punished
club
for
and the
3
club
days,
executives
but
don't
Tony,
want you at the club.
Tony,
What,
I'm not talking about
did you
that
guys
one. I'm
watch
talking
the
about
whole thing?
what we see.
I
It
didn't
was
I'm
watch
talking
saying
it.
about
that the
what we
executives
as
at the
fans
any
have
of
club
it.
seen.
don't want him there.
Tony,
The
what
only
we as
thing I
fans have
saw of
seen.
it
I'm not a
was
Manchester
Ronaldo's
United
heading
fan.
further up
I'm not a
pitch.
Manchester United fan, but I'm a
Yeah,
fan of the round letter game. I'm a fan of football. If a
yeah,
player
same thing with
of
me.
my football club decides to leave the game without 90 minutes,
Hmm.
while we still have other players there in the bench, other players in the field, the fans are still there. It's a disrespect to the fans, disrespect to the club, disrespect to the badge. Let's call a spade a spade. This is Cristiano Ronaldo. I understand, but if Cristiano Ronaldo does something like that, he has to be punished like every other player in the team. So for you to be punished for 3 days and you're complaining that they relegated you to training alone for 3 days, that was too much. Your son asked you, and for him to be the best player, come on, even if you are a best player, all of the things you've achieved as a footballer, you would not have been able to achieve them on your own. It's a team sport. You can't achieve anything without the team, without your teammates. So if
True,
any
true.
other
I
footballer,
totally
if any other
understand.
team player
I truly get that.
has made the same mistake, has done the same thing Cristiano Ronaldo has done, we would not be talking here that the player was asked to go train alone for 3 days. 3 days is not too much. It's not too much to what some managers could do for with the disrespect like that. If it was some managers, you wouldn't even play a game. They would just tell you that, okay, your season has ended. You are not playing again. You're not playing anymore. We are seeing what Jose Mourinho is doing with the other guy at Roma now. When he said it there and then.
Cast drop.
Cast drop. Yeah, he said it there and then that one player betrayed the team. Did the player walk away from the team? Would Cristiano Ronaldo has walked away from Jose Mourinho's team because he thought that this manager is. Do you understand? I thought that this manager is not an elite manager.
But again, Cristiano Ronaldo has worked with these managers.
How would a manager like Cristiano Ronaldo or Pep react to something like this? Would it just be for just 3 days? Would you think they will ban you? They will send you to
I hope you know you don't know the whole context yet. Hope you know you don't understand the whole context
Tony,
yet.
I know that we don't know.
This guy is saying that the manager doesn't respect him. So there must have been some problem in house.
We all saw that. I don't know what has happened behind closed door, but we all saw that one, and we know that for something like that, you have to be punished.
Yes.
And that was not the first time it was happening. I think Manchester United, Tony, that was not the first time. Manchester United played a game at, I forgot it was it pre-season or something. Cristiano Ronaldo left the stadium early. I don't know what game. Manchester United played one game earlier. I think he was not the only player who did it. I don't know. United, you can remind me. I think that was. Yeah, I think it was not the only player. Yeah, it was not the only player who did it. I don't know what game that was done. But for him to have done that, I think that was disrespectful. And now he's saying the manager has disrespected him. I've not seen. He has not come to give us the specific incident where the manager disrespected him. But we all saw him disrespecting the manager on live TV, disrespecting the fans.
True. I get that.
So
but what I'm just saying is, does it mean he's no longer a legend of the club?
No.
Does it mean they have to tear him down in public?
Tony, they are not tearing him down. He's the one that is tearing down his legacy right now.
Exactly.
He's the one tearing down his legacy.
Totally this guy.
All of the things he has built. You know, I've talked to different Manchester United fans on this contest.
Yeah.
And lots of people love this guy. We all love him. You understand? So for me, I look at Ronaldo. I look at he's up there as an example for young footballers, an example for young children, an example for people who want to achieve something in their various career. That look, there are no limits to what you can achieve. But Tony, to whom much is given? Tony,
why are we looking at this thing myopically? Why are we always looking at the problems instead of what he's fighting for?
Tony, what is he fighting for now?
That he has
So
been
now
treated unfairly. That he has been treated unfairly.
fighting to
One,
stay face.
that the coach doesn't respect him. Two,
That's
and he's
bollocks.
hurt. And when you're hurt,
Oh,
you have
poor fucking Ronaldo.
no wait, David.
Poor
When
Ronaldo.
you're hurt, you can actually react in different ways. Probably that's the way he reacted.
Oh, give the fucking guy a box of fucking tissues, a sad fucking wet wipe.
David, if someone comes around and disrespects you, say something about your family or maybe disrespect, maybe looks or whatever, and you're around this person, will you just say, "Hey, buddy, I love you"? Unless you're Christian, it's a different ball game. But if you're a normal atheist that doesn't believe in Christ or anything, or Muslim or anything, and then this guy, attacks you, your looks, everything, your mom, everything. What are you gonna do? You would likely hit back, right? No, you would likely hit back, right?
Hold on.
No. It's a question. Would you likely hit back? Yes or no?
Let me finish.
No, it's a yes or no answer because I've not finished.
It's not because I've got an example for you. Okay, the other day
you would likely hit back. Hit back, and that's the reaction of Cristiano Ronaldo to them disrespecting him.
The context is not relatable. Actually, what you just said is not relatable with what
Anthony. Someone the other day messaged me and took the piss out of my teeth. Right? You know what I did? I laughed at him. Because someone took the piss out of my teeth. Do you think I give a shit about my looks? I'm an ugly bastard. I don't give a fucking shit. I'm ugly. I know I am. I don't care too fucking. If somebody wants to call me ugly, well, you're just telling me what I already know, so I don't really care, really. I don't really care if people take the piss out of my looks. If someone wants to say something about my mother, that's a bit different. But then it just goes to show that if somebody goes on mocking someone's mother, it just actually shows what sort of low life they are. Because
that was just an example. Example. I'm talking about disrespect because Cristiano Ronaldo feels disrespected.
Why?
Somehow. So it could be in training, it could be anything. It could be anything that happened in the training. It could be with the boss. It could be maybe the boss told him fuck off, something like that. It could be anything. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe he's seen my stream and I've told him to fuck off. Maybe that's why he's offended. I don't know.
MEFC, there was something you wanted to say. Can you chime in there? MEFC, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So you wanted to add something to what was said.
Yes. So I wanted to say that the context actually, because what Ronaldo did is really, really unacceptable, like very, very unacceptable in that he knows he's not getting this playing time, and obviously he's 37.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously he's 37, and at 37 you are close to, in fact, you're at your peak. You're way off your peak, right? Exactly. And he's acting as a baby. Sorry to say that, because
no, it's true. He acted like one. I have no problem with that.
Yes, because you see the likes of you see the younger lads. You see Rashford, you see Martial, and you look at Garnacho, every other player who probably can play where Ronaldo plays, and that's an act of selfishness. You need to give these people a chance, an opportunity, because he was once an 18-year-old, he was once a 24-year-old, or he was once a 25-year-old who wanted to play, and he knows that the pace at which, or the level at which these guys are, that is the level at which they tend to develop more and they tend to top up their games and all of that. At 37, Ronaldo is supposed to be like a player like Ibrahimovic. How do I mean? I'm sorry to say, because you need to work in tandem, like I said before, with your manager. If he claims to love the club, if he claims to love Manchester United, claims to love the players, he's supposed, he's supposed to encourage players. He's supposed to even.
David, please, can you send the link to Anfield Road and Nick?
I don't know.
Okay.
So he's supposed to.
By the way, global. 1 second, Global. You say that he says that he loves the club. Okay. He said in his interview he contemplated signing for Manchester City. Now, I don't care what anyone says. If you love Manchester United, you don't even.
Come on, Rooney wanted to leave to Manchester City. See, this is the hypocrisy I'm talking about. This is the hypocrisy I'm talking about. Rooney wanted to leave to Manchester City. So what's all this talk?
Who told you that? Who told you that?
But City came out to say
Rooney never said that himself. He wanted to leave.
City have
yes.
come out to the debunk Ronaldo.
MUFC, of course, City will come out and say they would deny that. Come on, man. God. Everyone knew that Manchester City were in for him.
Are you trying to say Ronaldo is faultless, or there's no element of lies in all he said in all his interview? Of course, that's not true.
No, I'm just saying that he has no reason to lie.
He definitely will lie.
No, about what? That he's not playing.
So I'm asking you.
That the facilities in Manchester United is bad.
No, that is what we know. We the fans know that. Manchester United fans know that, of course.
Yeah,
we
know that. But he's throwing more light to it, and instead of you guys, Manchester United fans, to amplify that, you guys are looking at his weaknesses. Why?
No, we're not looking at his weaknesses. If he never
there's a bigger fish to fry.
No, the problem is this: he dragged Ten Hag into this whole drama, which is absolutely unacceptable.
But Ten Hag is part of that. Ten Hag is part of that drama. Ten Hag has been lying time without number that he's sick, that he's ill, and he's not feeling fine.
People to understand. I want people to understand this point. You know, when a manager tells a player, "You are in my plan," when a manager says, "You are in my plan," it does not necessarily mean you must start games. Being in a manager's plan means you can actually come in through the bench to impact games. Being in a manager's plan means you don't necessarily have to start games 90 minutes. Of course, we can see how Pep handles the likes of Foden, handles the likes of Mahrez. You know, these lads, Gundogan, you know, these lads coming, they are definite. Even Bernardo Silva recently, last summer, Barcelona had they had interest in Bernardo Silva. But what happened? Pep said he's in his plan. He wants Bernardo to stay. And obviously, Bernardo doesn't play full matches. He doesn't play in, week out. Yeah. Obviously. But what happens? He's in Pep's plan. Bernardo can play from the bench, come in and make impact. Of course, was it last two seasons or last season? We saw the likes of Bernardo Silva, Gundogan. You know, when De Bruyne was injured, he came up. These lads came up and they impacted games and they made a difference. So my point is, Ronaldo should understand that Ten Hag saying you being in his plan does not mean that you are not in his plans. You are in his plans, obviously. It doesn't mean you will start 90 minutes week in, week out, which is the intensity of the Premier League is outstanding. It's something else. We've seen players from other league coming into the Premier League and say the intensity. We've seen Lisandro Martinez too have actually come in to say, Casemiro too, you know, the Premier League is something else. Like the intensity is something else. So Ronaldo should understand. So Ronaldo should understand that Ten Hag saying you are in my plan. Come on, bro. You don't need to start games. You are 37-year-old. You should give these other lads an opportunity. And like I said earlier,
Ibrahimovic, when he was at the club, was starting games. Cavani was starting games. It's like the hypocrisy there. See, there's a problem.
They were starting games.
Why are you bringing Cavani into it? That's a different manager.
I'm bringing it because these are guys in that same age bracket that are not even bona fide legends of the club.
Billy Meredith was playing when he was 30, 40.
It all boils down to the manager's plan, the manager's tactics. Give your manager a chance.
Ronaldo can't hack it.
Your manager, of course. And like I said, let's be honest to ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves here. Yeah. The first half of the season, Ronaldo has been below par. Ronaldo hasn't performed at his best.
True. Like every other player, right?
And he knows this. He knows this.
Fuck off.
And this is like this
season, for fuck's sake.
This is an escape plan for him. In that, you know, coming up with that explosive interview. You know, he doesn't want to bring about this quitter mentality whereby people says, "Wow." So Ronaldo has been terrible, so that is why he's leaving Manchester United. So he's throwing a tantrum. He's throwing a tantrum to make us believe, you know, to find a reason where fans, Man United fans and football fans globally will say, "Wow, this is why Ronaldo left because the club is shit. The club is shite. You know, the players are below par. The manager disrespects me and all of that."
Oh my God, a legend of your club.
No, he's not a legend.
You have to
a legend of your club.
He was.
You have to respect yourself. You have to respect your manager.
He don't even respect. He don't even
Let's be
respect
honest.
the fans.
See Aubameyang. What happened to Aubameyang with Arsenal?
Exactly.
Arteta was able to manage it. You need to manage the big players. You need to manage these players. Of course, most people, especially Man United fans, are delusional. I'm sorry to say this, but the love, there's so much love. It has clouded their sense of reasoning. To be honest, yes. Yeah. I'm a Manchester United fan. I love Cristiano Ronaldo so much, but not to the extent at which it will cloud my judgment or my mentality or my rational reasoning or critical reasoning. He did wrong here.
Good. I get you. I get you. David and MUFC, I have a special question for you guys, but that's just before I bring in a pause of the football in Pigeon. My brother, all of that. See, there's this thing I want to ask you, and it was from Piers Morgan. Look at his statement and tell me what you think.
Piers Morgan's a cunt.
The missing piece for Arsenal this season. Listen, this was after the interview. Today, actually, he released this. I've posted it on my socials. It's out there for everyone to see it. And he said here, with a picture at the right-hand side of Piers Morgan, and the left-hand side is Ronaldo. And this is what he said. He's Ronaldo, referring to Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, the GOAT. And he was saying, he's exactly what we need. Cristiano Ronaldo and Gabriel Jesus will take us to the title. Piers Morgan. Hey, of course, can you tell us? See, of course, listen to me.
Yeah.
Piers Morgan is a hardened, is a diehard Arsenal fan, mind you. So he's saying this in good faith. Will you, as a person and as an Arsenal football fan yourself and a pundit yourself, in all respect, are you going to take responsibility that Cristiano Ronaldo is going to come to your club if you want him to win you trophies? At least one trophy or two trophies. Is this possible? Would you take him at your club?
Let me answer your question. Part of the problem that is going on with Cristiano Ronaldo and Manchester United right now is the fact that last season, a lot of people have been saying he scored a lot of goals. Last season, the team was built around Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes.
A new manager has come in now with a different tactics, different way he wants the team to play. And the team is no longer built around Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is the first time this is happening to him in his career. He's struggling,
mate. I like you.
He's struggling to cope with that right now. So will Cristiano Ronaldo come to Arsenal and not cause problem when Mikel Arteta does not build the team around him? That's the big question. If he agrees not to cause problems, if he agrees to sit on the bench and Gabriel is starting ahead of him, you understand? And he comes in from the bench, 80 minutes, 70 minutes, 60 minutes, and we are all good, then I will take him. Do you understand? But I think like my brother Man United Global and David are agreeing with me that that's not going to be possible. Yeah. So if it was some 10 years ago, some 5 years ago, I would not be even taking this much time to answer this question. So for Cristiano Ronaldo right now,
10 years ago, like, boss, you would have told Maradona.
No, I would jump to the alpha. Right now, we have if any player of that age wants to come into this Arsenal team, our team is one of the youngest currently in the Premier League. Premier League. We need players who can come in, believe on the project. We have a young manager. We don't have a manager that is exactly elite. So there might be, and we all know that Mikel Arteta wants his team to play in a certain way. Will Cristiano Ronaldo be able to do the front press we are seeing from our front four? Will he be able to work his ass off? If you look at the goal Arsenal scored against Chelsea, that goal, the corner kick came from a tackle from Gabriel Jesus. Will we find Cristiano Ronaldo in those kind of positions? Will he be able to work as a team? One of the biggest factor why we are where we are right now is the fact that our team is playing as a unit, not playing. We don't have players who want to outshine the others. Players who want to shine for the team. Players who are ready to sacrifice their position for their teammate. Players who are ready to sacrifice for the team. So we all know that Cristiano Ronaldo, he wants to shine. He wants the limelight. He wants all of it. So if he comes to Arsenal, there will be problem. Let me talk that one.
For real, yes.
Right.
So wait.
So
Wait,
Tony, the answer to your question is,
you know what Arsenal fans, yeah?
yeah.
You saw what they did to us with Robin van Persie. So we Arsenal fans don't want to even we don't want to even hit these guys below the belt and take Ronaldo, who is still fit to play, for him to score us some little goals.
Robin van Persie was still
rubbing it on Manchester United face and getting some goals out of Cristiano Ronaldo and push him off the club. He's not a legend of Arsenal. We can push him off the season.
Whoa!
This is
Hold on a minute.
Hold on a minute.
Why is RCP not a legend of Arsenal? Because he did this shit on you. What, bit like Ronaldo?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, at all.
Oh, okay.
Robin van Persie was a snake. He was a snake. Ronaldo was never a snake for Manchester United. He was a snake.
Opinion.
He betrayed us.
Tony, you want my opinion?
He betrayed us.
Okay, fine.
He went to Manchester United, broke the heart of Arsenal fans. He personally broke my heart.
Won the league.
Robin van Persie, because I really loved Robin van Persie.
Won the league.
So when he left to Manchester United, see, he did not just go there, David. Do you know what he did? He kissed the badge of Manchester United. See, I take that as that. Now that's the real plastic fan.
Yeah, he won the league.
If you're looking for a plastic fan, that's the real plastic fan.
Yeah,
now you're
He's not a legend of my club. He was never a legend. He was a snake and a betrayer.
Right,
yeah, and he's nothing. Don't compare him. Nothing to Ronaldo. Nothing.
Tony, take a chill pill.
Yeah.
Right. If Ronaldo goes to Arsenal, he's handing City the title.
Why?
Because he's shit.
See, of course, Arsenal fans have been shouting everywhere that we don't have squad in depth. That we don't have squad in depth. That we will not win the league because we don't have squad in depth. And now we have a chance of bringing in a serial winner to come in and win us a title and help.
You're gonna win
Are you serious? Now I'm seeing Arsenal fans saying, "Oh, we will not take Ronaldo. We will not take Ronaldo." As if you have squad in depth, you will take anything, any mercenaries. I need to win the title. I need any mercenaries that will come in and win me the title.
Okay, Tony. One second, Global. 1 second, Tony. If you sign Ronaldo, right?
Yeah.
Then you can pay for his surgery. Right?
What do you mean? He's one of the fittest 38-year-olds I've seen in my life. What are you saying?
No. You need to pay for his surgery because at the moment his head is so far up Piers Morgan's ass, he needs to get it removed. And also, Piers Morgan's heads up Ronaldo's ass.
That's your legend, David. David, that's your legend.
No, he's not. He's not the legend.
He's a legend of your club.
No, he's not.
He's a legend of your club.
He's not.
It's shocking the way you guys talk about your legend. It's just like veterans. It's just for you. It's just like you now to just see a veteran who have fought wars for you guys. Come back to your, come back to the city, and maybe he's now an alcoholic or something like that. And then you don't put respect on this guy's name because of what he is right now.
Okay,
should I give you an instance?
I've got to reply to
He
Chelsea.
made a mistake. He disrespected the club.
Let me give you an instance.
Discipline him as someone who disrespected the club.
Bro, let me give you an instance.
Disrespect his legacy.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. Remove the legacy from him flouting the rules of the club. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, bro. Listen, let me give you an instance. You see, we all know Edward Snowden, right? The man who leaked American top secret.
Sure, of course.
He's a top lad, respected then in America because of his versatility. He was a guru and all of that. Worked with what's it called? The CIA and all of that. Now he leaked their top secret. He went behind the back of America to leak their top secret and all of that, and he knew the consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Even before making an interview, even before exposing the secrets and all of that. Now he had everything in place, in plan. How do I mean? He sought for asylum. Fortunately, he found one in Russia. Are you now trying to tell me that prior to that time, before leaking the secret, Snowden is respected? Snowden was, his personality was one of, was so powerful. When you work in the NSA, CIA, and all of that.
Bro,
Yes.
the facilities decaying in Manchester United, it's not a secret. It's not top secret.
No,
It's not top.
Tony,
Everyone knew.
I'm
I
not
have
talking
friends
about that.
to
My
Manchester
point is,
United,
my
and they
point
tell me
is,
that the roof is leaking. And
my
then your
point is, do
club
you
legend
expect?
comes out
Do
and
you?
tells you about it, and you
No,
guys
my,
are
my,
abusing
my
the
point is,
guy,
do you expect
cursing
Snowden?
the guy,
Can Snowden,
Okay.
telling him
can
he's not a
Snowden be
legend.
called an
Ronaldo.
American after what he did? Can he still be referred to as an American after what he did? Of
No.
course not. Of course he
Exactly.
can't.
Exactly.
He can't. So that's how Ronaldo is, because he went straight up behind the back
Global knows
yes,
his
of his
shit.
teammates. He went behind the back of his teammates to expose the club, which we already know. If Ronaldo had actually talked
But
only
it's not.
about the
It
Glazers,
would be an
Anthony.
expo. It would be an
Anthony.
expose
yes,
if it was indeed an expose.
Anthony.
But it was not
Anthony.
an expose. He was saying what you guys in Manchester United are saying that you knew already. David,
Anthony.
you said you knew all
but
these things already,
Hold on a
right?
minute. Hold on a minute.
Why
Hold
must
on a
he
minute.
involve
Right,
Ten
I just
Hag?
want to say something. Right?
Okay.
No.
See,
Anthony.
now look at where he involved Ten Hag. Look at
Okay, Anthony.
Ten
Let me just
Hag
say
will come
something.
to the media. No, listen, David.
Okay.
He will come to the media. He will tell these media guys, "Oh, Ronaldo is sick. Oh, I respect Ronaldo. I don't want him to come in 3 minutes so that it will not destroy his legacy." No, you've destroyed his legacy already by disrespecting him.
Oh,
You've
Jesus
disrespected
Christ.
him already.
Tony,
Akpos, me first.
Tony. Okay, go.
For you
go,
not
go.
bringing him
Yeah.
into your game plan, you've disrespected him already.
Listen,
So
bro,
why
Okay.
coming out in
Anthony,
public saying that
let's
this
hear
guy
you
is
then.
sick?
Tony,
And this
Tony.
guy is not sick. He wants to play. He wants to
Tony.
help the
Right.
team.
What
Okay.
about the other
How can,
players?
do,
What
do
about
you know what?
Sancho? What
Do you
about
know what?
Anthony? What
See,
about Rashford?
brother, do you
What
know?
about
Do you know one
Martial?
thing I said when you guys were being mauled by Manchester City? Do you know what Do you know what was in my mind? I was like, how can these guys have legends sitting on the bench? You had a Casemiro sitting on the bench.
He's not a
You had
legend.
in his own right a Casemiro, a multiple Champions League winner, someone who knows lots of stuff on the bench in against Manchester City,
Right.
bragging right of Manchester United.
Tony.
Listen, that's not
Tony.
the only thing. You guys have a Champions League winner, a serial Champions League winner in Cristiano Ronaldo, and a legend of
Yeah.
your club
Tony.
sitting on the
Come
bench while
on.
you were being
Tony.
disgraced
Tony.
6 goals to 3 by Manchester City.
Tony.
And you guys are so happy, chilling, and
Tony.
just
Right.
castigating this
Okay.
guy on Instagram and everywhere. It's not good. I take it personally because I hate seeing people. I hate seeing
Tony.
people who have given a lot for so
Right.
many people being torn
Tony,
down. I don't
Tony,
like it. I
Tony.
hate it.
Tony. Right.
And to see kids of 16 years, 17 years who don't know what this man have done,
Okay,
who
Tony.
don't know the blood, tears, and sweat
Tony.
this guy have put into
Okay,
his craft
Tony.
to
Tony.
come and disgrace him on Twitter, Instagram. They don't know anything about him. They never
Okay.
watched him play.
Right, Tony, calm down before you have an aneurysm. Okay, right? Breathe, right? Otherwise, your head's going to explode. Okay, take a chill pill. Right. In his interview, he mentioned Eric Ten Hag, Wayne Rooney, Gary Neville, right, and Ralph Ragnick. Okay, everyone's going on about, oh, he's called out the Glaziers. He didn't mention Joey Glazier. He didn't mention Avram Glazier. He didn't mention Richard Arnold. Didn't mention John Murko. So he didn't. You said it earlier on. United's roof's leaking. Training facilities are not good. This is stuff we already knew.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
So wait, if it's the
No,
truth,
hold
you
on,
already know. So no one should say it again. So
Anthony,
you
let
don't
me
need a
finish.
legend to echo it, so that this problem should actually go
That's not
into
the
the
point.
media,
I want
so it
that.
will force the Glazers' hands to do something. Why are you guys not seeing the bigger picture? That's what I'm
Anthony.
saying. You guys are so concentrated on this guy's mistake, on his weakness as a man, and it's wrong because we're all humans and we make
Tony,
mistakes.
Tony, can I come in? Can I come in, Tony?
Yeah, please, boss, you can come
Yeah,
in.
Tony,
This Manchester United fans, they want to eat me
yeah.
raw.
No, hala, Tony.
Right,
Tony,
Max. Right,
Tony,
hold on.
Go ahead,
Akpos was
please.
saying something. David, you'll come in later. Akpos,
Okay,
please
so
say what you want to say.
what I wanted to say was, the other time when I was talking, I said Ronaldo leaving the stadium before the game ends that was not the first time. He did it in a friendly game against Rayo Vallecano,
Yes.
where I don't know if you guys remember that one. When Ronaldo left, some other players, seeing Ronaldo a senior figure, they left
followed
also.
suit.
They followed suit because senior player don't do them now. You know,
Yes,
Tony,
now,
we played ball, we played football small. You understand? There are some things you see a senior player do. You as a younger player in the team, you would want to follow suit too.
You guys
No,
are
no,
dwelling on his
Tony, I'm
mistake.
I'm
That's the
going
problem
somewhere.
I'm having.
Tony,
You
Tony,
dwelling
I'm
on
going.
his
Tony,
mistake.
the problem.
Tony, I'm going somewhere now. I'm going somewhere. Do you understand? This guy, to me, this guy is up there. Is up there. You understand? A lot of times, there's something we say in pidgin like, waiting junior person see senior brother do. Now you understand? Now in that person go copy too.
Yeah.
You dey get so
Yeah.
there are a lot of young players in this team. You did it the first time in preseason game. The manager said it was unacceptable. I don't know if you've seen what the manager said about that. That it was
Yes, and
unacceptable.
said it was not only Ronaldo. He said,
You understand?
was
Other
not only
players
Ronaldo.
did it too. After Ronaldo did it, you understand? Other players followed suit. Before the game ended, and the manager said it was unacceptable. You did it the first time. There was no consequences. The manager did not act. You understand? Also, we need to if when Ronaldo did it the second time, if the manager has not done anything, it was free for all then for everybody to begin to break camp rule at will. You understand? Because these guys
Yeah,
will
get.
guys will look at it like the organ that was supposed to be there, that's supposed to be handing that punishment when we break these rules, when we don't do the things that I expected of us as professional. It's been weak. And this man is new in the job. He wants to show his authority also.
yes.
Because if he does not do it, at the end of the day, he will be the one that will be sacked. Not the player.
David, I'll bring you in. Yeah, you want to say something, David?
Yeah, it will be the one that will be sacked. So we have to look at it also from the manager point of view too.
From the manager's
this
point
guy
of
is
view,
Protecting his job. It needs to call a spade a spade. It does not matter which player that's involved.
You got to call
I totally get you. No, you're right. You're right. When it comes to that mistake he did, of course, I do understand
this. Being professional and handling the team the way it's supposed to be. Tony, if you were the manager, what would you have done differently? If Cristiano Ronaldo...
No, but Cristiano Ronaldo was punished. That's what I'm saying. He was punished for 3 days.
But he was complaining now. But Tony, we can see
he never apologized.
He never apologized. That 3 days was too much for him to be punished.
You know, that's insane.
No, but brothers, see, you know, as we be boys for Niger, listen quite carefully. Sometimes we do things where we say go vex our parents. You know, we do things that get our parents angry and all that. But does it mean say we not be the picking of our mama again? It doesn't work in that way. So even if we were stubborn, even if we committed things against them, even if we committed things against our family, family members, it doesn't mean that we're not family. Right? This is what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting from Manchester United fans. He has fucked up. He has made a mistake. He's fucked up. He's no longer a legend of our club. Fuck off of our club. Now that's what people are saying, and that's what I don't agree.
I don't agree with the fact that
I don't buy because human beings are fallible beings. Human beings are not perfect.
Oh, he thinks he is. Anthony.
Human beings are not perfect. So why is it that he made a mistake? He made a mistake. He has an ego. Yes, we understand that. Why can't he just be forgiven like every other person?
It's not that easy to forgive. It's not that easy because you dragged your manager into this. And recall, Anthony Martial has been injured for a while. You know, Ronaldo had stepped into such situations. He has been given opportunities. He had played consecutively, if you know what I mean. He had played games consecutively against Omonia, against Sheriff. You know, he had clear-cut chances, even in the Premier League. But what happened? He bottled up those chances. You know, he could see 10 chances and he wouldn't score. He wouldn't score the 10 chances.
Right.
So
David,
Ronaldo needs to. I think Ronaldo needs to tell us, or he needs to let us know what his own definition of disrespect is. Because as far as I know, everybody, every United fan or every football fan, not just the Ronaldo FC fans, know that the manager never disrespected him. He had always covered him up, in the press. He had always given him opportunity.
But what if it is one of these things that just happened internally and, You cannot just come out to just say it just like that.
No,
You know, it
should
could
I-
be it
And
could just be one of
Tony,
it could just be one
no,
of those
Tony,
things. But
no,
but David, but David, but David,
The
I want to
manager
but David, I want to
is
read
what
something
gives-
to you.
Okay, Tony.
David,
Tony.
because David has to come in.
Yes.
David, I want to read this to you, and it's a
Okay.
question to you. This was my Instagram post. Shocking scenes at Old Trafford. Manchester United initiates proceedings. Listen very well. Manchester United initiates proceedings to terminate legend and GOAT Cristiano Ronaldo's contract for breach of contractual agreement. Cristiano Ronaldo set to lose £16 million if the termination is successful. See, David, in your own alternative reality or whatever reality you live in or metaverse you live in, do you think it's correct to treat a football legend of your club in this way by terminating his contract, taking away £16 million away from him, someone that, okay, I don't want to bring that issue about his daughter, but do you think this stance by the club is a consummate way to actually reconcile him doing an interview with Piers Morgan? Is this correct?
Yes.
Is this how the club should handle it to
Yeah.
terminate his contract?
Also, I want to say something because obviously I've got to go in a few minutes, right? He blamed the chefs at Old Trafford, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Why didn't he play against Nigeria yesterday?
I don't know.
I'll tell you why.
I'm not a Ronaldo supporter. I don't just like the way they abuse him. That's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you why.
So I don't really follow that.
I'll tell you why. This is what the Portugal manager said. Ronaldo is not playing against Nigeria because he's got food poisoning. Now, how many times did he not play for Man United because of food poisoning? Never. Goes to Portugal, gets food poisoning. So their fucking chefs must be even worse than Old Trafford. And I'll tell you this, Tony, you're half Nigerian or you've got Nigerian blood. Of course, you're Nigerian.
Yeah.
Global, I'm not actually sure.
Yeah, they are all my brothers.
Nigerian.
Oh,
Yeah,
here we
they're
go.
Nigerians
This
too,
would be even better, right? I can tell you somebody that is a bigger Man United legend than Ronaldo. And I'm not talking about Rooney or Solskjaer or Neville or Charlton or Edwards or Cantona or De Gea. Okay, they're all. Igalo. I would rather have Igalo back at United than Ronaldo.
I get what you're saying, David. I get what you're saying.
Okay, but guys, I'm
I
going
get
to have.
what you're saying.
Yeah,
David, thanks for
Tony,
coming to the
what
show.
David
No,
Man.
no.
Thanks for
actually
coming to the
saying
show.
is the
I'm
fact
sorry
that-
for making it hostile. I wanted to be very hostile. You know, I'm
no.
not really like this. I just wanted to be,
Tony,
I wanted to prop up
Tony.
the show and make it a little bit hostile to you
Tony.
guys, because see, Manchester United fans, you guys,
Tony,
on Twitter and
worry.
Instagram,
Don't worry,
downgrading, disgracing, detracting,
don't worry, mate.
destroying your legend.
Tony,
Bro, I can't do that to
Ronaldo
Thierry
knew-
Henry.
Hold on,
Even if
hold on.
Thierry Henry makes
I've got to go.
mistakes,
Tony,
I can't do that to him.
Tony, I've got to go, so I'll say where people can meet me and stuff. Firstly,
Yeah,
Global,
sure. Shout out your socials, my brother.
Global,
Thank you
nice
for coming
seeing
to
you
the show.
again. Akpos, seriously, mate.
Big up, Dave. Yeah.
You know you shit, mate. Seriously.
Yeah,
Follow
I
me
was knows his
Are you on
stuff.
Instagram?
NUFC too.
Are you on Instagram, Akpos?
Yeah.
I'm very
I'm on
fucking follow you on
Instagram.
there.
I'm on
Yeah,
Instagram.
add him,
on
please.
YouTube
You know-
also.
And
know
also
your
add
shit, mate.
MUFC.
Yeah, I will,
know
I
your
will follow
shit.
back. I will follow back.
Yeah, you can follow me on the United True Red Devil channel on YouTube. I still haven't done anything for a while, just because I've not been in the mood. And on Instagram, you can find me true_red_devil87. But before I go, I just want to say, Tony, it's not been hostile because it's been a good discussion. Yeah, it's got heated, but in my opinion, it's been a discussion, not thingy. And don't worry, we all know you're a Ronaldo FC fan. But he's gone. But he ain't even hearing this.
No,
I'll wait for
it's there. It's there.
And no, I think he knows he's a Ronaldo FC fan and he's hiding.
No, at all. No. I'm not. It's just that. See, It's just that I see the way this. See, I just saw a lot of 20-year-olds, 17-year-olds, just castigating this guy, and even
What about
and
me, though?
again,
But
see, as
also,
a human being, because
the
even me,
fans
I've
out
been
there
on the
backing
back
him.
end of such things.
Yeah.
See, I've been on the back end of such betrayals
Right.
before.
Anyway, guys,
For people I've done lots of stuff for, and then they come back to to
Big
hear
up,
that.
big up,
You.
man, like this.
Tony.
Hey, thank you
Tony,
for coming to
right,
the show, my
I'll
brother.
see you later, guys. Tony, I'm going to message you later because I've got a few
No
things
problem.
to say in chat. But listen,
Yeah, sure.
like I said, good show. Everybody, if you've not liked, ask yourselves why, for fuck's sake. If you're not following, follow this guy because I know he's Ronaldo FC, but he knows his shit. Don't worry. So,
Thank you,
Ronaldo
David.
FC.
You're my brother
Don't worry, you
always.
get loads of Ronaldo FC fans. And like I said, you can have Ronaldo pay for his surgery because his head's so far up Pierce's ass, it's unfucking believable. And if you carry on, if you don't have the surgery, he'll always be offside because his legs will be here and Pierce's head will be like, so yeah, it'll be always offside. So we'll be singing, instead of like when we used to sing to Luis Suarez, your teeth are offside, we'll be saying Ronaldo, Pierce is offside or something like that. Or so you can have him. And just remember, Robin Van Persie came to United, left Arsenal, and he won us the league. See you later, guys. Thank you very much. Good
See
night.
you later. Thank
up,
you,
bro.
David. David is a
Bye-bye.
legend,
Big up,
bro. Thank you,
I
man.
know I'm a legend.
Thank
I
you,
know.
thank you, David.
Big
Love
up.
you.
Thank
You
you,
know
guys.
that
Bye-bye.
all the
Big
time.
up.
Thanks, man. Yeah. See, guys, I don't want anyone to get this twisted. Of course, I know you have a show soon. I know you'll soon be running off.
No
But you know
wahala, no
what?
wahala.
Yeah. The thing there is that, I, I just see a lot of, Twitter, this Twitter everyone is using now, everyone can just abuse anyone they like, so I just see a lot of 16, 17, 18, 20-year-olds, the way they're just castigating this guy, tearing this guy. I even saw one who was like, he can't play, he's useless.
It is
And I
false.
was like,
But Tony,
no, see, it hurt me because I was there when this guy was tearing up leagues,
That's
Tony,
bad
winning league
glory.
titles with Manchester
That's
United,
listen, bro. See,
was a
the
thorn on
truth
our
is,
flesh,
the truth
you
is
know,
this. The truth is this.
bro. And to see all these
Football,
22-year-olds just come in and just slagging anyone off, disgrace
bro.
him, like talk
Tony,
about him in any way, call him a rapist. And this guy, no one said he raped anyone. Things just doing things like
Tony,
I don't like the reception it's having.
Tony. The thing is this.
And I'm looking at it from an human face, not from a footballing stuff, because my loyalty is with Arsenal. But as a human being, the way they are talking about him, castigating him, tearing down his legacy, I don't like
He
it, bro.
cost it. He cost it. And wasn't Ronaldo aware of the consequences before making such an interview? Of course, he's aware, and he's actually ready for it. Like I said, he knows. He knows. He's definitely this is going to be his last season at the club, and because he doesn't want to leave a big question mark, in the minds of fans, both Man U
Yeah.
fans and Ronaldo fans, he has to throw a tantrum, and of course, the blame game, blaming the club, blaming the manager, blaming his
Yeah.
teammates, blaming legends, which is unacceptable. If Ronaldo had just castigated the owners, the Glazers, it would have been a fantastic interview. We would have loved it. It would have
Yeah.
been a dream come true. And
Yeah.
we've seen a solid personality, a top professional personality, leading the front line, leading the way for us. That would have been fantastic. But reverse was the case, involving
Reverse
Ten
was the
Hag.
case.
And to be honest, football has evolved. It
Yeah.
has transitioned the way we used to know football to be.
But how has it transitioned? And
It has
this guy, it's
changed.
not like it was in the
It has changed.
1970s.
Should I
This
give
this
you?
guy was your highest goal scorer last season.
That's what
He
I'm
was your
saying.
player of the year last season.
That's exactly what I'm going
The
to
way
say
they are
now, bro.
talking about him,
Let
it's
me
like
explain
it's
what I mean.
1970s
Let me
that he
explain what I
scored
mean.
goals for you guys.
Let me explain what
Last
I mean,
season, he was your best player. He
bro.
took you guys to the European Cup that you
Let
guys
me
are
explain
playing
what I
right
mean.
now.
By transitioning, even if you played last season is actually history, if you know what I mean. And the style that worked for last season may
History.
not work.
Last
Yes,
season, history.
yes, it is. It is. Yes, it is. And I'm going to tell you how, and I'm going to tell you why.
We get
We
a
see.
CBO.
Listen,
Of course,
I
look at
mentioned
the
football
use
as
your
last.
broken. You go bless
See,
him, you not too much.
I mentioned.
He get
I
a
mentioned.
CB.
See, I mentioned football. I mentioned football. I mentioned saying football has changed, has evolved. How?
Yeah.
We all know how the old style used to be like. You center more on a player. A player
Yeah.
tends to carry the body, tends to play more, and the whole center of attention tends to focus on a player. That has not been the case in football right now. You know, we see the City team, we see Bayern Munich, we look at a lot of teams who are who are the top level at this point. They don't center on a player. We've seen Bayern Munich. Obviously, most people were thinking Lewandowski was a key man, but definitely he has left, and they are still playing top attractive football. You know, they don't depend on a player. That's the transitioning. Most football now has evolved.
So now
and
you're
they
not
don't
saying
rely heavily on the
you're
player.
not saying that Ronaldo cannot give you 15 goals in a season. Is that what you're saying?
He can't see. He can if he puts his head down. That is the problem. Ronaldo. Rooney came out to say that the problem Ronaldo is failing to accept the reality. You know, to accept the reality that age is a problem. Yes, if you
Yeah, we totally understand. But look at the United family. Look at this. Look at this comment here, my brother. Look at this comment. This is the United family. Oh, is a pundit. Oh, Manchester United pundit. See, serial winner or serial killer. Can you imagine talking to his legend, legend of his club? No, this is why people are calling some people plastic fans. This is the reason why people are calling people plastic fans. When you will not respect your legend,
this is not sentiment.
You will not respect your club legend.
No, beside Ronaldo,
he didn't kill anyone. He didn't kill anybody. He made a mistake. He walked out. He made a mistake. It's human.
That's not a mistake. That is not a mistake.
Then now? It's imperfection. Anything that's imperfection is a mistake.
He was smiling, calling Rooney a rat. Who does that? Yes. He was deliberate and conscious in all his statements, in all he said. There was no iota of mistake. He was conscious of all what he said. And he knows Morgan. He knows Morgan is actually that's even a blunder, to be honest. The highest blunder in the highest order, in my opinion, because blunder is Morgan is actually a diehard Arsenal fan. You know, you are going into the wrong channel, and we know Morgan definitely he can play the mind games very well, and Ronaldo fell for it.
Of course, I want to bring you in, of course. MEFC, I'm sorry, I get what you're totally saying. But and of course, MEFC Global, you can also chime on this later, when Akpos finishes. Akpos, see here, one of the biggest criticisms that Arsenal team, have gotten this season is that, and of course, many of our fan base, what they're always saying is that we lack squad depth. We don't have squad depth. We're not sure we're going to win the title because we don't have enough people to win. Gabriel Jesus only has 5 goals, 6 assists. We don't have someone who can help. That. Good and okay. Now an opening has come in now for us to have the GOAT to come into our club and help us to win a title, at least to put it on Manchester United. See, I want to put this thing on Manchester United's faces. I want to slap their faces with this because I've still not forgiven Manchester United for what they did to us with Robin Van Persie, the snake, who went down there and won them a trophy. I hate it. Till today, I've not recovered from that shock I had. Robin Van Persie do that to me and went to Manchester United, scored against us, and kissed the Manchester United badge. Of course, if that one no pain you, I feel call you plastic fan, my brother. But you know what? Well, of course, why in God's name can't Ronaldo come into our club? Do a hitman job for us. Come, help Gabriel Jesus. See, even if he can come, give the players a winning mentality because he would want to put it on the faces of Manchester United that, hey, I still got it. You understand what I'm saying? You understand where I'm coming from? You can still give us at least 10 goals or help, assist, anything. Give us the title. Help these young guys that are there to just give us that title. Of course, we don't have squad depth, and Arsenal fans are rejecting a chance to have Ronaldo to come and have squad depth in our team, my brother. What do you think, man?
At the end of the day, Tony, all of these things we're talking about, our people say, now, person will get, it depends on who gets yam and who get knife. You understand? everything we're talking about now rests in the hands of the manager. You are an Arsenal fan. Me, I'm the Arsenal fan also. We were all screaming for this club to sign Utd Vs, right? In the summer transfer window. I don't know if you were among the fans that were screaming for us to get Utd Vs, but the likes of me,
I don't really. It's not really my forte. I don't really.
The likes of Orsi Gunnar, we're talking about Utd Vs. But all
Yeah.
of these things, it depends on the
But
manager.
I do respect Osigona too. He's my mentor.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like.
yeah. So that was why I just referenced him because I remember I was one of the fans also, Niger Englishman also. So, but all of those things rest in the hand of the manager. It depends on the way the manager wants to play. Like Man United Global was saying, the game is evolving. There are some managers who still want their team to play in a certain way that would relate to what the game used to be. Before
My brother, it looks like Akbos. Akbos is out.
Yeah,
His
you don't
connection is out. Yeah, yeah. But see, yeah, if you're an Arsenal fan, won't you love to? Okay, is Akbos here?
I don't think so.
Akbos is. I think he's. He has to. I think he has to log in back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but see, yeah, brother, if you are an Arsenal fan, would would you want a Cristiano Ronaldo if you were in our shoes? Would you want Cristiano Ronaldo to come in and do a hitman job?
No,
If
I
you are an
wouldn't.
Arsenal fan,
If I were
why?
an Arsenal, because I will look at the track record. When he was at Juventus, he had the same similar attitude. Ronaldo always wants to play, and Ronaldo always wanting to play. It can be detrimental to the development or to the progress of the other players who could be in his shoes. It could be very, very detrimental. And
Yeah,
of course, there's no fan or even the players themselves in question. They will
yeah,
never. We saw what Man City came out to say when Ronaldo said City were close to signing him. They said they were the ones who said no to
yeah,
Cristiano, not
hmm,
Cristiano saying it the other way. You get my point. So
yeah,
because they believe they have serial winners, they have winners in the team. So there's
yeah.
no point bringing another player to disrupt
A
the
player to
unity of
disrupt the harmony.
exactly
D-
the harmony. And that
But,
is
but,
what
but,
Ronaldo will do because he's egoistic, and it is that his ego. Yes, his ego is actually something he needs to address because Ronaldo in Arsenal or in any top level European club right now, trust me, imagine it is Bayern, whatever top club you can mention in Europe, believe me, the players within themselves, may have a meeting with the manager and say, I don't want Ronaldo, or we don't want Ronaldo in. We know he's a top lad.
but they respect Ronaldo
They
in his
respect him,
national team.
yes.
He
They
has won the Euros with them. He has worked with lots of high level managers.
national team is
I'm
different
talking
from
of see, bro. He has worked with lots of high level managers. This is the first time in history that Cristiano Ronaldo is having this type of problem with a coach. Bro, he has worked with lots of egos in this business,
Tony,
and he has stood out. He's worked
will
with
he be?
Jose Mourinho. He's worked with Ancelotti. Bro, name it. He's worked with all of them, and he's won trophies with all of them. So why hasn't he had
That's
this type
why I
of
said
problem?
football has changed. That time, that era, yes, that era, it was centered on individual. Which yes,
Hmm.
that era, individuals decide games. Yes, individuals decide games.
So
Ronaldo team,
last season he got you 24,
and
24
that is why,
goals.
and that is why
It
we are
wasn't
The team was
individual.
built. The
listen.
team was
Hey,
built
And that is
around
why
him
it
last
wasn't
no, no,
season.
no,
individual.
no. You know why?
Hey,
And that is why Manchester
oh,
United is what.
now so now they
That is why
forget
we
side
are.
chicks way up
That
now.
is why
Okay,
we are
oh.
what we are at the moment. Listen, Tony, let me tell you, because we try to adapt or adopt that same system. That is why we are
Yeah,
what we are at this point. Because building your team upon a player,
yeah,
it is definitely going to be catastrophic.
yeah, true.
Yes, because we follow that same old system. Ronaldo
I
carried
get.
the team. What about the other 10 players?
Of course,
How will you rate
I'll
them?
bring you in. The same question I asked him. You're an Arsenal fan, my brother. Why wouldn't you want
Hmm.
to bring in a okay? What are the positives if a Cristiano Ronaldo comes in to get Arsenal this title? Of course, we're having
Hmm.
scoring problems. Let's face the fact. Gabriel is a good striker. I like it because of what he does off the ball. When it's off the ball, it creates spaces
Hmm.
for other people. At least he scored 5 goals this season. It brings in
Hmm.
Saka. It brings in Gabriel Martinelli. Its hold up play is top notch. It walks off the ball tirelessly. It's that man that is there in front of goal, helping us to defend from the front. We understand that. Of course, he has not
Hmm.
scored up to 10 goals, 15 goals this season. Like we Arsenal fans were thinking,
Hmm.
at least before he started this season with us. But right now, don't you think it's We need this guy to just come and do a hitman job for us, bro.
But the big question that remains unanswered is the fact that if Ronaldo comes in, will he coming into that team with a lot of baggages that will potentially disrupt the atmosphere that the manager has going for his team right now? If he does not play in one game or two games, will he not start throwing tantrums all over the places that would affect the
But
team?
of course, he won't want to do that. But come on, of course, he won't want to do that now. No, he won't want. No, he won't. No. But why not they talk and say, "Oh, no, be human being." You know he will not do that. You know he won't do that. You know he won't do that because
If he do
no.
He did it at Juventus.
No, but guys, you know he won't do that now. You know he would have learned his lesson.
He did it
He
under
won't do that.
He didn't do it.
Tony,
Man United fans, they don't want us to have this guy. They don't want to get this guy.
No,
you know, they don't want to win the title.
Tony, I'm looking at it from the football point of view. How many 35 years old do we have in that team currently? In that Arsenal team, how many do we have?
None. We don't have any leader,
right?
so we need a leader there too.
So if he's going to come in, that will be the manager going back on the kind of players that he wants to bring into the football club right now.
True. I
because that's what he has tried to do over the past transfer windows and the one previously. He's bringing in players that are willing to learn the way he wants to play. Player that will listen, player that are willing to.
Ronaldo is not signing a 4-year contract with Arsenal. He's not signing a 4-year contract. See, 1-year contract.
Tony, that's the question I'm asking now.
It's my job.
Tony, that's the question I'm asking.
That Eric Larsson came in to do for Alex Ferguson. A 1-year contract. Come do a hit job and go back.
Tony, that's Eric Larsson. Eric Larsson realized that he was willing to play second fiddle. He was willing to sit at the back seat and let other players take the limelight. When he comes in, he contributes as a senior player, as an experienced player. As Ronaldo realized that, is he willing to do that? I don't know if you've seen what.
That's
Ian
the problem.
Wright,
I get where you're coming from.
What Ian Wright said about him realizing that I'm struggling with the fact that his career it's not ended. I'm not saying it's finished. He is still Ronaldo, but his career is beginning to down. And that might be a difficult reality on us, and especially somebody like Ronaldo, who has always been the center of attraction at every club and all over his playing career. He has always had that star factor. Do you understand? So the problem is he willing to allow some of these young guys now take the center stage? Let him go to start mentoring them. Let him go to start being when he comes in 80 minutes. You understand? That's what is expected from him now.
Okay, guys. See. Of course, I want to ask you and MUFC Global this. MUFC, you will start and of course we end it. So let's end the show. Do you think that Ronaldo, if he goes to any club, do you think he's that kind of player right now that can get any top flight club? I'm talking of the big 4 top flight outfits in the whole of Europe. I'm talking of the Italian Serie A, talking of English Premier League, talking of Bayern, the Bundesliga, and maybe the Spanish La Liga too. Let's just talk about that 4. Do you think if he goes to anywhere, any club around maybe the top four clubs in this in these countries that I've already mentioned, do you think Ronaldo can still get that team a 15 goal per season? Is he that kind of guy?
Well, it's a tough question actually, and I would say it's possible. He can. But it depends solely on, there are factors it depends on. You have to look at his ability to follow a manager's game plan. You understand? Because the manager's game plan or the tactics in which the manager wants to adopt, it has to be put into consideration. So the tactics can be, okay, Ronaldo, you will not start games, but you can come up through the bench and impact, and make an impact, which of course we've seen him making impact in Manchester United last season, whereby Champions League goals, he used to score winning goals, lost time goals.
Winning goals, yeah.
Yes. So it's how it all boils down to Ronaldo. You know, if he puts his head down, can he respect the manager? Can he accept the game plan? Can he accept the tactics before we start talking about if he can score 15 goals or if he can
Yeah.
impact teams? Ronaldo needs to check himself. Ronaldo needs to ask himself the big question: can I adopt into a different plan? Can I be able to manage not starting games week in, week out? Can I
Week in,
change?
week out.
Yes. Can I accept the new status quo? You know, these are big questions Ronaldo need to ask before we start thinking of whether he can, be able to start or score goals. And yes, if he now believes, or if he now accepts that system or that fact or that reality that it is what it is, I think I need to accept what the manager wants. I need to accept this new system. Definitely, Ronaldo will score goals. Ronaldo will score. He will make impact. We've seen him last season, like you were mentioning. Last season is just by the corner here. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If he accepts a system, a manager's system, because it all boils down to the manager, and it's going to be very difficult, regardless of the league, whether in Italy, in Spain, in England, in Portugal, regardless.
Of course. How many more minutes do you have with us? How many more minutes do you have?
How many more minutes do you want the show to go on?
Guys, because of course Ola just came in here. Can you guys stay for more 15 minutes?
All right, now let's go.
Sure. Okay, good. Thanks, Akbos. Ola, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you.
Where are you with all this Ronaldo debacle, all these things? Where are you in?
Right.
Are you part of that fan base that is abusing Ronaldo? Because I've seen your comment, serial killer, be serial destroyer or whatever. And I'm like, this guy, you're Manchester United pundit one. You watched when Ronaldo played too, and you're here destroying the image of your legend, of your football club, destroying his name, castigating his name. Ola, where do you stand on this talk about Cristiano Ronaldo?
Issue. I think anyone as a fan, you have the right to be angry, because Ronaldo always says he loves the fans, he loves the club, and there are some things you don't do to upset the fans. What he did in the Tottenham game that he saw as a disrespect from the manager, he disrespected the fans, because regardless of the issues you have with your manager, you have to stay on and play and stay in the game till the end before the manager, because of the fans that you claim. Interview, he said that we all know about, which is the Glazers and the structure of the team. And we know that all that is bad. I want to see changes happen in that aspect. But at the same time, you can't come on and bash our new manager that is trying to get results and so far has tried so far this season. You can't come out and say you don't respect him because he doesn't respect you. And the issue I have with the interview is, I would say Piers Morgan is one of the issues I have with the interview. Because Ronaldo said Taylor disrespected him and he didn't explain how or what was like what exactly Taylor did to disrespect him. And the interview, he kept on saying they brought him on in the 87th minute. I saw was it David posted something about Ronaldo coming on in the 86th minute against Liverpool without him complaining. And now the City game, we were losing 6 goals to 2, and that was a very big loss. And if he had put Ronaldo in that game, it would have been something different. And that was why I think when they asked him after the game, he said, I didn't play Ronaldo in that game because it would be a disrespect to his name. But the Tottenham game, we were winning 2-0. That was like our best performance of the season so far. If I'm correct.
One of our best performances.
Yes, one of the best of the season. So for a player like Ronaldo, even if you ask issue with the manager, even if you refuse to come on and the manager left you to stay on the bench, you don't just walk off in the 87th minutes and make everything about you. So Ronaldo is right in some aspect of the interview. Things being the same at Old Trafford since he has left, he's right about all that. But at the same time, he is wrong in some aspects. And as a player, you should expect criticism every time. Anytime you do anything wrong, you should expect people to criticize you. Because and what I hated about this interview was Piers Morgan I don't know, maybe because he was trying to get his own clicks and his own headlines, he didn't ask some questions to Ronaldo. He should have asked, because he was speaking about Weuni disrespecting Ronaldo. Weuni always spoke when they asked him about the incident of Ronaldo leaving the game in the 87th minute. And any Man U player, be it present or past player, anyone backing Ronaldo leaving that Tottenham game is not a real United fan. You don't throw your team under the bus, regardless of the issues you have with your manager or the board or anyone. You stay there and you respect the fans and you stay to the end. So now can come out and tell us all the things about loving the fans and loving the club, but in things he has done, he hasn't really shown us that he really even loves these fans or he really loves this club. Because I understand that we all are human beings, we are emotional, we make mistakes. It's normal. We make mistakes, it's normal. But there are some things. And the interview, what cannot be in that interview is, Pessoa asked him if he regrets the decision of leaving in the 88th minute of that game, and he said he is not sure he regrets it. So to show you that it's like he is okay with leaving the stadium at 88 minutes, I don't see anything wrong with it. And we all can back Ronaldo. We love Ronaldo, the Ronaldo FC that wants to make sure that Ronaldo is right in every situation. But player come and go, but the team and the club will always remain. We've seen the likes of Angus, Paul Scholes coming to the team. But the team will always remain.
I understand that. I understand all these things. He left. He walked out of the club. Yeah. We understand that. Many other players have done things like this. He paid the price. They gave him suspension for about 3 days, right? Shouldn't it end there?
Yeah, yeah.
No. Shouldn't the whole conversation end there?
Okay, that's what the problem is. We can add
and you guys
after the suspension.
You guys went to Manchester City, and Manchester City beat you guys up, and you have the legend, the GOAT, sitting on the bench.
That's Anthony. After the suspension, after the suspension, Ronaldo played against Aston Villa, and he was captain of that game, and he played the full 90 minutes. I don't know. People don't see. People see. I don't know. Maybe
you have a problem with him not scoring, or do you have a problem with him making mistakes?
Anthony. See, Anthony. We can come and say Ronaldo didn't. At the beginning of the season, Ronaldo didn't start, and the manager made it clear to Ronaldo himself, which he said in that interview that he didn't start because he missed preseason through the family issues he had. But let's not forget, in our last 6 games, Ronaldo started like 4 of our last 6 games. Yes. The game for Fulham, he was not there. Ronaldo started like 4 of our last 6 games. Started the game against Sheffield, against Omonia and Nikosa. He started the game against Aston Villa. He played the full 90 minutes. So that's where my problem is. In the game Ronaldo has started, Ronaldo has he has not really delivered. Martial has played like just 4 games this season, but in all the games he has played, he has scored or made an assist or had an impact. I love Ronaldo. I understand he's the legend of Manchester United. He has done this for
part of that army that
wants to bring if I love Anthony.
I don't want to regard him as your legend again because he made a mistake.
Anthony, don't say it's a mistake.
Anthony, let me tell you something. Anthony, I would say, Anthony, I would say because I have a girlfriend and I love her, I will see everything that she does as right. When she's wrong, I have to let her know she's wrong. So you understand, that is life. But what the issue I have?
Correct her, right? You don't throw her to the streets.
Yes,
but the boys do their thing. No, you cannot have a girlfriend and she makes a mistake. No, more they judge her well now. No, you don't have to. I mean, if the girl get a problem, you go come drop and carry her and give her
Anthony,
give her for 5 boys like Akos and NBFC Global.
Anthony, make I tell you something. Anthony,
you don't go leave her for the boys. You go bring her in, correct her.
See, Anthony, wait. Anthony, wait. Ronaldo can come and tell us anything he wants to say. But at the end of the day, it's employed by the
Otto
club.
B, thanks for the super chats,
they
my
have,
brother.
they have,
Brother, wait.
they have.
You know, say we like money. Wait.
Yeah.
Don't drop cash now. Make we
You know,
give a shout out. Otto B, man, big ups to you, my brother. Otto B has always been, a source of inspiration, to this channel, man. Thanks, Otto B. God bless you, my brother. And customarily, when you send a super chat, we just have to read what you said there.
Yeah.
Ronaldo to Arsenal, please. PS was on the money.
Exactly.
See, this is what I want to hear. I need this killer to come down. See, Manchester
Anthony,
United. I have no loyalties with you guys.
Don't look for trouble, Anthony.
I'll come to Onome after this. I have no
Don't
loyalties.
look for trouble, Anthony.
See, I don't pity Man United. I like what is happening to them. No,
we don't want you to pity us, Anthony.
You're my rivals.
We don't want you to pity us, Anthony. Anthony.
But the thing there is that I don't like you guys castigating your legend.
See, Anthony. Anthony, let me tell you something. Anthony. Let me tell you something.
Calling him names.
Anthony,
what he's done for you guys. See, Onome, let me
Anthony,
to this question. Onome, what do you think about this Ronaldo debacle? Please, and after that, we'll go to Akbos to round up, and Ola to round up, and MEFC to round up. Please, Onome Soje, you've been a very, very great, subscriber. Thanks to you. And of course, I know I met you somewhere before. It was this Manchester. You're a Manchester City fan, right? Yeah, so I do remember. I was looking for your contact, but I couldn't find you because I also needed a Manchester City fan that would follow Ola here to drag and things like that. But Ola had, a little bit of a relapse, so he had to go set up his channel. So, but anyway, you're here now, so you're welcome, my brother. 3 gunshot salute to you. Pooh, pooh, pooh. On the messenger, you're welcome, man.
Thanks for having me, bro. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
You know the whole Ronaldo thing, right? In my opinion, right? Everybody wants to talk about, he should be professional, right? I played football myself, and certain things happen when I played, right? So I'll give you an example. I won't go through the whole story, but, I came, to England, for example, played for York City. A club wanted to sign me for, I won't mention the name of the club, for money. My chairman called me, this club wanted to sign you. I said, listen, I'm not getting palu. I'm not getting paper. I don't want to do pass. Well, okay, you know what? Come to the office the next day. Went to the office the next day. Kid you not, within like 6 weeks, Bally don't shoot. You understand? Connection. Different connection. You understand? Anyway, the agreement that time was like,
big up Miss Melina in the background. We love you.
The agreement that time was like, when you get your pally, we go, we'll pay the money, we'll owe you, right? Because I was practically playing for free at the time.
Yeah.
So that happened, got the passport and everything. Where's the money? Oh, you need to sign a new contract first. That's not the agreement. This is money I already played for free. I played for 2 years with this club for free, pretty much. When everybody was earning, I was scoring goals and playing for free. Can I get the money, backlog payments? Oh, we want you to sign a new deal first. At the time, other clubs were interested. I moved on, right? Very next day, papers, non-league papers. Oh, traitor. This club paid this money, kept him in the country. I was told to keep quiet. Don't say nothing, right? My point is, if the guy wants to handle it his own way, if that's how he feels he wants to handle it, he's got every right to. You understand? Not everybody needs to keep quiet. The whole racism thing that's going on now, past players are speaking up now, for example, and what happened to them. Everyone's like, why now? Why do you speak up then? Do you know what I mean? So if he wants to speak up, he's got every right to be. Every right to speak up if he wants to speak. If that's how he chooses to handle it, that's how he wants to handle it. It's too much of the hush, hush, don't say nothing, be professional, hush, 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 hush. Things are happening to people. Things are happening,
and that's what many of these Manchester United fans don't know. That there's many things deeper that he might not come out to say.
Mental health issues and all that stuff. because of the whole hush, people don't
This guy
say nothing.
lost his kid. No one is pitying him. No one pitied him at all.
Jesse
They
Lingard,
don't
for
want to push him
example,
away. He's not our legend. This guy lost a kid. You know what it means to lose a
Lingard, for
child?
example, was going through a lot back then and stuff, and he was like, nobody would know. Everybody would think, oh, just Lingard's not playing, he's rubbish, he's this, he's that. But the guy was going through a lot of stuff going on. Aaron Lennon,
A lot of stuff going on.
you guys don't know what goes on behind. You as fans just
see.
Yeah, we only see surface. But
what I don't like about this is, what I don't like about this is, guys. See, I get the point that we all are humans. We all go through things. But at the end of the day, in this instance, see, there's a reason why every player signs a contract with a club. And if you're on contract, there are some things you don't do to breach that contract. And once you do it, then see,
does his contract say he shouldn't speak about infrastructure of the club? Have you seen his contract?
See, Manchester United, like today in the news, we are hearing about Manchester United like taking legal actions against Ronaldo himself because he has breached some part of his contract. We are seeing that. So what I just want to say is, see, at the end of the day, I feel like we can put it into a scenario of, if I'm working with someone and I have a contract with the person that while I'm working with that person, there are some things I don't do. I'm not saying it's not good as Ronaldo. He comes out, he speaks out. Like, I agree with like 60% of the interview because he's saying all what United fans, all what some things that we know and things we want to hear, and things that we ourselves we have been protesting about and trying to let the people know that the Glazers are bad and the infrastructures are bad. I have friends that go to Old Trafford to watch games and they say the roof of Old Trafford is leaking, the metal are getting rust and the rest. So we know about all this. But the thing is that the aspect I have issues with the interview is when they start talking about Ten Hag disrespecting him. You are a player of this team. The club is the one paying your salary to play in this team. If the coach tells you if the coach tells you to come on 87th minute, you have to come on and respect the fact that you are being paid by the club.
Okay. Akpos, I will come to you just before we come into one of our guests here. Of course, he's a big friend of mine backstage too. Anfield Rod, you're welcome to the show, my brother.
Anfield man. Big up every single person on the panel. Big up every single person on the panel.
Yeah. Guys, right. After this show, please go follow this guy. You know, he's from the UK. He's a Liverpool fan. Of course, I know the Manchester United guy is not going to like him, but he's a very, very big guy. He runs the show. It would be nice for you guys to link up with him, you know, after this.
Man.
Rod, you have to give all of them. They're all my very, very good friends. You have to give them your link so that you guys can be able to talk and and you guys can work together. You know, we're all brothers, so let's work together.
Listen, Tony. Tony, sorry to cut across you. If you give them my link because you got my link in it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You give them my link, though. I'll chat with them. I just wanted to say something on the Ronaldo thing and everything that because you know what I mean.
Of course, I'm sorry. Let him just.
No. Let him go.
Okay.
Yeah. What it is about Ronaldo and everything that is this: you're nearly 38 years old and everything that
Yeah.
You're getting paid literally 500 grand a week. 500 grand a week to do a job and everything that, right? Yeah. Where is Ronaldo? Right. You tell me, where in the world is Ronaldo gonna go now and get 500 grand a week to play football? Now,
of course, he will take a big cut. Do you think it's money is his problem? Money is nice, right? He will take a big
No. But what I'm trying to say is this: you're getting paid 500 grand a week, right? For God's sake of it, keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut and everything that. If I'm getting paid 500 grand a week to play football and everything that, right? If the manager tells me to clean the toilet and everything that, I'm cleaning it, you know. I am cleaning it. You know what I mean? Real talk, I'm cleaning it. So I'm thinking I'm getting 500 grand a week. If a manager decides to play me in the 87th minute, fair enough. Long as you still pay me at the end of the week and everything that, right? Ronaldo at the end of the day, the stuff he said about the manager and the structure of the club and everything that, right? There's no doubt he should have kept that in-house. He should have literally kept that in-house and everything. He shouldn't have said anything. And what is it, Nate? now at the day, right? He's made his bed. He's got to lie in it. If Man United decide to get rid of him because they think he's a bad influence around the club and everything that, because you face it with Man United and everything that. No disrespect to Man United, yeah, but they haven't won anything in a while now, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't need that distraction from Ronaldo. They don't need it, and I think that, right? So that's going to stop them actually achieving what they want to achieve. Personally, I don't think they should have brought back Ronaldo. I think they should have let Ronaldo stay where he was. And that, do you know what I mean? Because now, Eddie, you're stuck with him. You're stuck with him now.
Yeah.
But nobody,
500
was
grand a week.
when he was scoring 27 goals for you last season. And
Last season,
exactly.
Wait.
No, but
Listen,
hold on, 1 second.
It doesn't matter.
Let me land. Hold on, make me land. I know you said make me land for that, right? That is fair enough for that, but you know what isn't they? Principle is principle. That's what you got to look at. You got to look at principle and for that. It doesn't matter how many goals you score and for that, right? It matters about his conduct now. His conduct now. And his conduct now and everything that, right? It's not good. It's not good and everything that. He doesn't listen, Man United and for you check it now, Man United and everything that, right? About the only team at the day that can stand up with Liverpool as in heritage of what's been done for the English game.
Arsenal is not part of the heritage. The third biggest
Tony, we'll come back to later. But right, but for now and day, right? When they look at English football, right? When they look at English football, they look at teams that they like Liverpool and Man United. I think that when I was growing up, I know probably the age group between me and you guys, and I think it might be a bit. But when I was growing up and everything, that the two teams that people supported was Liverpool and Man U. Yeah. They were running the cut and everything that, right? So for a team like Man U that's got like so much heritage and everything that of what you done in the 90s and then telling the millennium and everything that, right? You don't need a person like that, right, dragging you down. You don't need it. Do you know what I mean? Because what he's doing, what Cristiano was doing, I'm not being funny at it, it's unacceptable. If I was a Liverpool supporter, if I'm a Liverpool supporter for that, yeah. If Gerrard did that and everything that, right? If Gerrard did that, he came back to our club and he did that, get rid. I'm saying get rid. I don't want to play for a club again. Do you know what I mean? Sentimentality come into it. Do you know what I mean? I just think it's out of order what he's done. It's bang out of order what he's done.
So you're ready to tarnish his legacy in the club, destroy him?
Because he doesn't deserve it. Tony doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. He's tarnishing the club, Tony. He's tarnishing the club.
What you're saying, that you mean that humans are non-fallible.
No, but he's tarnishing the club. Tony, do you understand what he's doing? Tony. Hold on. Tony, slow down for 1 minute. 1 second, I'll tell you, right? You got to, all right, hold on 1 second. Listen, you got to understand, hold on, wait 1 second. You got to understand what he's doing to the club. He's actually tarnishing the club. He's tarnishing great Man United. So he deserves it.
He's saying that when they go to Manchester United, that the roofs are leaking. Do you understand this?
You're only saying that because you want to make your club.
That the roofs
you're only saying that because you want to make your club.
No, it's not my club. My club is good.
I said you're only saying that because you want to make your club. You want it your club.
Well, in a way.
Exactly, innit? Exactly.
I'm a man. I want to win the goddamn title. I don't know about you guys. I'm going up against Manchester City. Aubameyang is a Manchester City fan. I'm going up against the Steelers. I need every
I want to.
If Man United cannot appreciate Manchester United,
they do appreciate him because they brought him back. They do appreciate him. They do appreciate him, Tony.
Sign a 1-year contract or even a 6-month contract.
No. He's got to go.
It's not alien. Come on.
He's got to go.
Tony, wait.
I said on the first club to do this. Many legends have gone to other clubs and win one time. Make I talk. Let me wait, guys.
Tony, calm down.
One at a time.
Let me land.
Go on, Tony. Go.
Many other legends of other clubs have gone to other clubs and won titles with other clubs. Many clubs need hitmen that will come and do a 6 month job for them. And in my case now, I just need a 6 month hit job from
Do you want
Cristiano
Ronaldo?
Ronaldo. Who's the best guy to do that? It's Cristiano Ronaldo. Come in, slap it up on this Manchester United people.
I like you.
Guys. No. I have no loyalties to these Manchester United guys. They're my enemies. I don't like them. So I have no loyalty. Manchester United's Ronaldo, come to Arsenal Football Club, do a hitman's job, get us some goals, help Gabriel Jesus, because we're fighting against Manchester City. We need every firepower as much as possible. Any evil human being, I don't care, come into Arsenal and play and win that trophy for us. I need a bragging right in London. I need a bragging right. See, I've seen a lot of things. All these fans here, none of you guys are like Arsenal Football Club, apart from the Arsenal guy here. None of you guys like Arsenal Football Club. So at this end, I need anything to shame you guys. I need Cristiano Ronaldo.
Anthony,
4 goals for me, and I win the title. And I'm all right.
Tony,
that's a different matter. That's a different matter.
Anthony, wait. Onomé said something about Ronaldo scoring 20-something goals for us last season. When he scored 20-something goals last season, Ronaldo never came out and told us. And no, it's fact. Wait, let me land now. Let me land, Anthony. It is fact. But when he scored 24 goals or 25 goals last season, Ronaldo never came out and told us the roof was leaking. He never told us the infrastructure was bad at the end of last season. He never told us when he got there, the technology was the same. Why is he telling us now this season that he's not playing, he's not scoring goals? He should have said this last season, and we'll appreciate him more, we'll back him more. But the fact that he's saying that now into a new season, that he's not playing, he's not able to score goals, then to me, he's saying it because of his own selfish motive.
Yes, that put up vibes.
Let me say something as well, yeah? Don't forget that this interview has several different parts, right? So if you're just picking on just one part where he said,
I've watched the full interview,
right?
I've watched the full interview.
One thing is, it has several different parts, right? So don't just pick on the part. Don't just pick on parts where he said this or he said that, and then you guys are bashing him for that. What about this? Where's the sympathy for what he's actually saying about his child? And so, because I don't hear any of you.
No, but it's brother, that's got nothing to do with it. That's got nothing to do with it. The fact is, it's got nothing to do with it. No. Hold on. There's too many people talking. Tony, there's too many people talking. What I'm trying to say at the end of the day, when that thing happened to his child, yeah. Remember at the day, right? The next game that he had at the day was at Anfield and everything that, right? And everybody around the ground, okay, including the Anfield, including the Liverpool fans, which was organised by the Liverpool fans, on the 7th minute they applaud his for his child from that. But hold on, one second, brother. Yeah, 1 second and play. What we talking about? Yeah, but what we talking about? If you let me finish, yeah. What we're talking about is the fact of the day. Yeah, what we're talking about is this, in fact, right? Is this, right? We understand about his child dying and so forth. We understand about that. We're not disregarding that. What we're talking about? Hold on a minute. What we're talking about at the end of the day, right, is his attitude towards Man United. Is what he's come out and said about Man United. And what I'm trying to say, yeah, but on top, funny. Let me land and think that, because everybody wants to throw out these mental health issues at the end of the day, right, when it suits them. No, he knows exactly what he's doing. Yeah, let's get that straight, right? The things that what he said about Man United and everything that, right? He should not have said that. He should have kept that in house and everything that, right? Because you know what? Then there's no way back for him now at Man United. There's no way back. You can't criticize. You can't criticize the manager. You can't criticize the youths and everything that. You cannot criticize the club and everything that, right? On live TV, in an interview and everything that, and expect to get away with it. It's not gonna happen. We understand about his child and everything that, right? And I don't wish that on any man. You understand what I'm saying? But we're not talking about that. What we're talking about in the day is the way he conducts himself in that interview, in accordance to Man United, in accordance to the people that are paying his wages. The people, when nobody else wanted to know him and everything that year, right? Man United took him back and brought him back to the club. I'm paying him 500 grand a week. 500 grand a week. And everything that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Nobody else wanted to know him. What do you mean?
He didn't want to know him. If they would have took him, they would have took him, brother. They would have took him.
Okay, guys, wait. Guys, wait. We have a panel here, you know, so other guys have to chime in too. Of course, see wahala when we get to. Of course, please. You've heard what all these guys have said. Please. Chime into the argument. You heard what Anfield Roth said. I respect Anfield Roth very well. Actually, he's my big brother. I like him very well. You know, and of course, Onome and your United family, Olatu, MUFC, you too. Yeah. So, of course, you've heard what Onome and Anfield Roth said. What do you think? Can you counter anything they've said? How can you weigh the balance?
Onome said something about his child. I think we were all touched by that one as football fans, irrespective of the fact that Manchester United player. Me, I'm an diehard Arsenal fan. But I'm a fan of the round-letter game. So I was touched with that one. If we have all lost a loved one before, we know how difficult it is. So that one, you know, rivalry aside, when he went to different football grounds, it was showed love. It was shared at the 7 minutes of some of those games and all of that one. So that was a big loss to him. We understand that could have been a difficult part for him, a difficult moment for him to cope with the game and all of that. And when he lost the child and he came to play, I was like, in a few number of days, I was bigging him up for what he did, because that it takes a lot of strength, it takes a lot of courage and all of that to do that one. But Onome also mentioned something about the infrastructure. And also, while Ronaldo was going through that patch during the preseason period, while he did not return to for the preseason.
Shout out One Touch TV. You know we love you, man. Kunle, man. Big ups to you, Kunle, man.
Englishman. While his child was sick, while that one was happening also, Ronaldo's agent was offering him to other football clubs, because of the fact that Manchester United did not qualify for the UEFA Champions League and all of that. Why that was going on with him is I don't know what the understanding he has with his agent, but it was all over the media that Ronaldo's agent was trying to offer him. They offered him to Napoli. It came out. I don't know. We all
to Bayern Munich, to Bayern also.
Yeah, they wanted Victor Osimhen in return and all of that, but the condition Napoli was given was not something that maybe Manchester United could consider and all of that. So, but while that one was going on, his agent was doing another different thing. That is the agent's job. I understand. He wants Ronaldo to make him move. It would get his percentage and all of that. He wants his money. That's normal. But the problem I have with the infrastructure thing is the fact that this is Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the best to do this. If he really wanted to impact change, there are different channels to do this. After he scored this amount of goals the previous season, he would have called them together. I've scored goals, but I want you guys to do some changes in terms of technology. I want you guys to do some
clearly understandable. Yeah, it's understandable.
Some changes in terms of the food. This is Ronaldo talking. They would listen. They would impact the change.
Yes.
Right now, it'd be like say soup don't fall for sand. Now you bring. You're bringing all of those things when you had the chance.
God bless you, Akos. Akos,
it's understandable, but where I have a problem is with these guys punishing the guys, saying he's not a legend at all again. No, it doesn't happen that way, man.
What they are saying is this. What they are saying is the fact that it's bringing the clubs dirty linen and all of that. You know how we say it in Nigeria now. No, but you get some family things. You get some family things that needs to be indoor.
That needs to be kept in.
Yes.
No, it's true. No, it's fact. Fact. You know, you need to keep those dirty linen out. In the family. You
are muted,
guys. Okay, am I muted?
No. It's Onome is saying something. I want to hear him.
Okay, Onome is muted. Okay, guys. See, MUFC Global, Ola of the United family. Rods and Onome, look at this question from my big friend and partner, also One Touch TV. Look at what he's saying here. Do you man really think, Onome, your voice, Onome? Yeah. Talk now, Onome. No.
No, can't hear you.
Can't hear you. We still can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Sorry.
It should disconnect and reconnect. Yeah.
Okay, it's there now. Okay, yeah.
That's why I said
please. I want to read this question. I want to read what
Man United took him back when nobody else wanted him. Like, do you really think nobody wanted Ronaldo? They interrupted the move from him going to City. Do you know what I mean?
No, we did it.
This is City fan. And it's
If
true.
City really want him, they would have took him. If City really wanted him, they would have took him.
No.
For fuck's sake, you know what I mean?
He spoke to Alex Ferguson.
If City's got the money.
Ferguson told him no.
but
Anthony, but you know what? Let's read what One Touch TV said here, please, because this is a very important thing.
What he's talking about now.
TV says here. Listen. Do you man really think Ronaldo cares about coming back now?
He doesn't.
City were in for him, and Man United didn't want that. He came to Man U. Listen. He came to Man U, and Man U didn't want that. He came to Man U and was given promises. Then
where's the part of that?
In Ragnick
Exactly.
and disrespect. That's what we're talking about.
Where's the part of that? Anthony, please. Anthony, please. Let's put things into perspective. There is no fact anywhere that they promised Ronaldo anything. And to be sincere, some fans will see it.
Hold on, one at a time, man.
Some fans will say it's Sir Alex put to him and told him to come to United. The fact that Sir Alex, he came to United because of Sir Alex, but to me, that's the problem. You don't come to a club because of one man. And number one again, Sir Alex is not the current manager. He's not really involved in the club like he was doing Ronaldo's first spell. You come to the club.
You think Alex
He's not. No. Do you know why I say that? Wait, guys. Wait, guys. Let me land now. See, do you know why I say that? Because if Sir Alex is really involved, that means Sir Alex is part of the problem. Because if Sir Alex is involved and the infrastructure is not good, the technology is not improved, and he is looking at that and he's telling Ronaldo and he's telling Ronaldo to come back into this bad situation and into this shit show, that means Sir Alex also is part of the problem. You can't tell me Sir Alex knows about all this. Okay, go on.
That club is broken, man.
Has anybody heard? Say before this infrastructure thing, before Ronaldo mentioned the roof leaking, right? Do you know Gary Neville has actually mentioned the roof leaking on his Sky Sports interview?
No, it's not Ronaldo that mentioned that. The fans already knew about that. I said that here.
Gary Neville himself has mentioned the roof leaking on fans.
The fans already know about that. The fans already know about the Glazers being bad.
What people know about?
Onome, we already know that the Glazers, they've been bad during their time here. The infrastructure has been bad. We already know about that. And that's why we've been clamoring for Glazers out. And that's the reason why we have been clamoring for Glazers out back to back and back. But the issue I have with this interview is not the fact that he called out the Glazers. I'm happy he called out the Glazers. I'm happy he talks about the infrastructure. But what I'm not happy about is coming. See, to be sincere, in an interview, you don't expect me to agree with all what Ronaldo said. But the thing is, the fact that he came out to disrespect my current manager that is trying to build a team or do something, I can accept that. I can accept any other thing he said.
I can't wait for
when it comes to that.
5 to 6 straight games, and then we'll just see your manager.
That's the thing.
Sorry.
This guy.
I just heard you mention earlier on saying, Rashford is so effective. Rashford comes in and Rashford's gone missing for a few years, right? We all know that. And we all know the reasons why he's gone missing, because obviously he's had some issues, right? So please don't try to just compare Rashford now and say Rashford is the shining.
No one is competing.
You were saying get rid of
Onome,
Rashford.
Onome. See, the issue with this thing. Sorry, you go. Never you drop this point. The thing with this is, Kerak is the manager now. It might not work out in the next 2 years. He might leave. We have had other managers coming. We've had other players being in bad form, and maybe a new manager coming. They come into good form, and that's football. All that happens. I'm not telling you Rashford is the best thing to happen to the world to Manchester United now, because it might go bad for Rashford also. But I think it's currently we have been trying. I mean, we have been getting the results little by little. We've lost some games, we won some. It's part of football. We are trying to build a team. We don't need. We want. Yeah. I know you remember that.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Can I ask just one question? Can I ask one question?
Yeah.
Right, can I ask a question? How many? All right, hold on. How many?
They looked at them and each other.
How many Man United? How many Man United fans on this panel? How many Man United fans on this panel? 2. The top there, you. Right.
No, he's a good now. It's just my friend, though. So.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Now my only friend. The other ones are my enemies, apart from
no, man.
And you, actually.
They're good. They're good.
I'm loved by
what I'm saying is this. At the end of the day, regardless of what promises at the end of the day, right, that Ronaldo was given to come to the club, right? He's turned down Man City, right? As you said, he turned down Man City and he's gone to Man United. I think that, right? He's gone there and I think that, right?
Yeah.
Ten Hag is the manager, right? He's the manager of the club. You do what the manager says. We all know we got jobs at the end of the day, right? Where we go in and we got a manager. If the manager tells us to do something, we have to do it. Yeah. If we don't do it, we know at the end of the day our job is at risk. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless it's something at the day that's sort of like, you know, very questionable and out of the way and that. But we know our job's at risk and everything that, right? Now, Ronaldo at the day knows the situation at Man United. Yeah.
Yes.
And what he's done at the end of the day, right? He's been they brought him on at the 87th minute, right? He said no, I'm not feeling that, and fucked off home. Yeah. He's done that twice. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's no way you could walk into a 9-to-5 job at the end of the day and they're paying you sort of like 400 quid a week or whatever at the end of the day, right? And the manager tells you to do something for that, and you say, no, I'm not doing that, and just walk home and for that. I expect to have a job the next day. It's not happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's different. This guy's the goat.
Hold on.
It's different. It's
Hold on, Tony. Hold on.
He's giving blood tears.
Tony, hold on. Tony, hold on. You say it's different, but it's a job. He's doing a job. He's employed. He's employed by Man United.
Yes.
He's employed by Man United for that. So if the manager tells him, if your manager tells you to do something as an employee, you either do it or you don't. And if you don't do it, you know your job is at risk and everything that. Same applies to Cristiano Ronaldo and everything that. Because he's walked out twice. He's walked out and gone home and everything that. You can't do that. Whatever the manager tells you to do, you do it because they're paying your wages. They are paying wages. You're employed by them. So the fact at the end of the day, sort of like Ronaldo knew at the end of the day the situation at Man United before he came to Man United. Make no mistake, he knew the situation. He knew the situation. He knew what was going on. He knew that sort of Man United was rocky. He knew it. It's no mistaken about it. Everybody knew it and for that. So you're there now. You're getting paid 500 grand a week. For fuck's sake, do as you're told. Just do as you're told. That's all you got to do. Do as you're told and for that. And if you don't like it, and for that, right? What you're doing for that, you say, all right, you know what? Players that they can buy their contract, you know. If you don't like it, buy your contract.
Buy your contract and leave.
Yes,
God bless you.
Okay, guys, listen, because we have to go. This show has started up to nearly 2 hours now.
Tony, let me just ask you.
Akos has been here, MUFC have been here. Please, I need to, see. Let's go through the last part of this show now. Akos, you will give me your last words about this Ronaldo issue. I have the part 2 tomorrow, guys, with my big friend, my big guy, the football capital from Australia, is coming down here. Him and Mani Tangadirai will be here tomorrow. Saturday to chop this up, part 2.
What time
So
what time are you on?
you guys are still welcome. It's 8 to 9 p.m. tomorrow. My friend,
So
the
what-
football capital from Australia, will be chopping it up with us in part 2 of this show. So, of course, if you guys want to jump in, because this is the biggest news out there now. So, I want to milk it and, make something out of it. I don't care. I have no shame in saying that,
For sure.
So, please, each and every one of you will have your say in this final round now. It's just maybe like 2 minutes, each and every one of you. And then you will now give me your top 4 for this season. So that's how we'll round it up, So, of course, my guy, my brother, my guy, everything, all of that. Shout out to One Touch TV, my partner. If you're not part of One Touch TV, go and subscribe to One Touch TV. Kunle, our big friend, him and his partner also, Kanebi. Shout out to Kanebi, our big friend, Big ups to Kanebi. We love you, Kanebi, on this channel. Of course, you will still come here very, very soon, but big ups to you. We love you, Kanebi. We love you, Kunle, One Touch TV. One love to you. And of course, Luka AFC, my friend. Big ups to you, my brother. Manitan Gadura, I'll be having him. This is the guy. He's coming in tomorrow. Him and the football capital will be here chopping it up. They'll be talking about Ronaldo part 2 tomorrow. So come chop it up with the football capital and Manitan Gadurai. All of you guys, Manitan Gadurai is a great guy to work with.
Fantastic
go
guy. Absolutely.
follow him. Lovely guy. All of that. So yeah, of course. Give us what you have. Round this up, this Ronaldo issue up in just maybe 2 minutes, and then your top 4. So everyone will do it that same way.
Well, for me, big up Nigerian Englishman. He just wants to keep us going. But I know what his opinion is on this matter on a private basis, though. So, but about the whole Ronaldo thing, for me, Ronaldo.
Happy birthday to be Michael, our guy, MEFC, man.
Happy birthday,
God bless you, man. Happy birthday, my guy. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. So in my opinion, we have to call a spade a spade. You understand? This is a team sport. We can't take away any of Cristiano's achievements away from him. He's a legend of this game. Years to come from now, we will still be talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. Personally, I did not watch Pele play, but today we talked about Pele. We talk about what he has achieved in the round level game. So in the next couple of years, this is how we'll talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. But I think, my opinion, I might be wrong though, I think he should have handled this whole situation a lot differently, because there are players looking up to him. This is not the first time he left the game without the game coming to an end. Rayo Vallecano, he did the same thing. Other players follow suit because Egbondo Duan now, you understand. Some other young players are looking up to him. They left the game without. The coach was surprised, said it was unacceptable. The other day, the next one, come enter match. He still decided to refuse to enter the game and he leaves. So with all of that coming and all of that one, I think that if he wants the story to end, the Manchester United story to end, if he really loves the football club, loves the fans, the way he has said it, he should not be doing anything, any action that would cause a divide between the fans right now. Because currently now, the Manchester United, the atmosphere around the club now is not a good one. The fans are currently divided because some fans are backing Cristiano Ronaldo, some fans are not backing him. So this is causing rift within the football club, because he is a very strong figure. He's a massive brand also to the Manchester United faithful. So
he coughs and Coca-Cola shares goes down. Come on, man. We have to put respect on this guy's name, man. He coughs and Coca-Cola shares go. What are we talking? He's not like a normal human being, guys. He coughs and Coca-Cola shares goes down. Ola doesn't like
Anthony,
that.
Anthony,
please.
Anthony, please.
No. You will come to your turn.
Let us finish. I have to go. So when Akos is done, I'd like to go next. Let Akos finish.
That's the more reason why I thought that Ronaldo should have handled this situation differently, because he knows how much power he has got in the footballing world, how much power he has got with the media and all of that. Doing something like that interview right now will turn the attention away from the team to you and all of that wahala. You understand? Now, middle of season, this thing they happen. what is going on with Manchester United now and Cristiano Ronaldo, I don't see Manchester United recovering from this old story, this old atmosphere this season.
Yeah.
I think like Manchester United will not make top 4 personally because of this old Ronaldo thing. This old
So
thing.
what's your top 4 prediction?
My top 4 prediction. Firstly, I know, Onome, you're waiting for this one because you want to hear what I will say at the last part.
Talk well,
I don't talk well on your one. I will say
my brother.
I will say well.
Think
You want to hear my prediction? Right now, Manchester City are still the best team in the league. I will take it away from your team. You understand? So, realistically, I would say Manchester City comes first, Arsenal second. Then the other 2 teams, I don't know. I don't know which other 2 teams will come in the top 4. I still feel like Manchester City are still the best team in the division currently. Up until any other team wins the league out of them, that's what we would say differently. Right now, Manchester City has the best team on paper. They have the best manager and all. You understand? So I'm still tipping Manchester City to win the league. But if my team win, I'm not going to return the trophy, give you, Sha.
Of course, you are a plastic fan. You're a plastic fan. That's what these guys will call you. I'm not calling you that. I'm just saying that's what these other guys will call you. A plastic fan.
Tony,
No, he's saying the truth. He's saying the truth. No, of course, you're not a plastic fan. You know now, you're a
guys.
now.
About the Ronaldo.
Thank you very much.
About the Ronaldo issue.
Of the United family, yeah.
About the Ronaldo issue, I think I would love to be on the show tomorrow because I'm not done. I still have some shit to talk, so I can't remember. But on my support prediction, I think Arsenal can do a shocker this season so far. We've been expecting them to lose and go down, but so far they've found a way to get the results. And we've seen City lose to teams like Brentford that last season they won't lose to. And we've seen Arsenal go to those teams and get a result. So I think fine until Arsenal win it, we can't say how exactly they will win it, but I think Arsenal can do a shocker this season and win this league. So sorry, Onome. I'll be back in Arsenal to win the league this season, and City to be second. But the issue with City is if Arsenal slack this season, just expect City to run away with it because that's how they've always done. Once they get a run of games and start getting that results, they can go on a run of 10 to 8 games.
Big ups to you. But you're not a plastic fan again. You're not a real fan. But until then, I will stick with my prediction. I think Arsenal can win the league. Then I'll go for City second, but I'll go with a shocking one, and I will go for Newcastle to finish 3rd or 4th this season. I see them with what they are trying to do. They've not really even spent their Arab money. They never spend that Arab money. But they are playing good football.
The money that is coming. The money that is coming is making the players they have now perform.
You get.
Exactly.
You get. So and yes, and the thing is, even you yourself, say your salary is going to increase if you get access to make more money. So what are you looking for? So I would tip them with Chelsea. I think Chelsea, they've not really found their feet on that quarter. Tottenham, they are just all around the place. Liverpool, I feel they can go on a run of games and get a run of results. So I'll put Liverpool to finish 3rd, and I would say Newcastle can take the 4th position.
No, come again.
Yes, I would say I'll take Liverpool to finish 3rd. Yeah, you know why? Liverpool, they've lost a lot of games. They've lost a lot of games this season, and they've started the season badly. But they are 6th on the log, and they are like 3 points behind Manchester United. So that shows you that they are not far off the top 4 position.
Where's Manchester United in the table? 6th or
if am I so yes, they are 6th. No. It's not a great achievement, but I believe if Liverpool go on a run of games, they can get the momentum back and they can end up being like 3rd or 4th position. But I think the 3rd or 4th will be. I have to agree. Will be within Newcastle and Liverpool. Yes, we need Newcastle and Liverpool. So that would be my top 4.
Ago. Right now, they are 6 points away from Tottenham Hotspurs. That's 4th in the league. So
yeah, so that's the thing. So they
you can't just
still
totally
have a
write them
chance.
off.
So yeah, so that would be my top position. Arsenal to win the league. City, Liverpool, and Newcastle to just with the third and fourth. And thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. Tony, hopefully I'll be on the show tomorrow. And guys, please subscribe to my channel,
I'm
the United
having
Family,
parliamentarians
and
coming tomorrow.
and
Manit and
and all
Gaderai. My
this.
own parliamentarian is coming tomorrow, you know.
Yeah.
So
Big up,
I will consult with
big up
Manit
to be
when you come
Michael.
to the show.
Big up to be Michael. Happy birthday, brother.
Yeah, Michael Toby, man. Happy birthday, my brother, man. Yeah, and Ola, thank you for showing up today, man. See, MUFC Global, Toby, please talk to us quickly because, of course, Akpos and Onome have other things to do also.
Bro, you're muted. You're muted.
You're mute.
Let me hear you.
Mute.
Your mic is on mute.
Your mic is mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So the thing is, this whole Ronaldo drama and all of that, I think he's fully aware. He knows exactly this is planned. This is planned, and for anyone coming to sympathize with Ronaldo, I don't think he deserves such sympathy because he knew what was at stake at the moment, and he had gone to his, he has gone to his drawing board to see how he can strategize a way to make sure that the fans can sympathize with him. Because obviously, you look at, he has actually looked at what is going on. Okay, there's the Rashford in form at the moment. Anthony Martial, absolutely in form at the moment. And the chances of Ronaldo playing, very, very slim. And the possibility of getting, another striker in January. So Ronaldo definitely knows that, his chances are very slim. And he doesn't want to quit. He doesn't want to display these quitter vibes. How do I mean? There'll be a story, obviously. Ronaldo had a very horrible first half of the season. And I think it's as a result of that, he decides to leave January. Ronaldo is not that kind of person, and he doesn't want to create that Twitter mentality or vibes. So what does he have to do? He had to throw a tantrum. What is happening right now? He had to talk about the Glazers, talk about the legends, talk about even his own players and all of that, which is not acceptable. You don't just go behind your players. Even the players were shocked. There was a report I actually read. I saw, the players were on their way back from London, to Manchester, when they were actually not impressed by what Ronaldo did. That was a perfect moment. Your team won against a very good side, Tottenham. Fulham, where you were supposed to celebrate with your team and allow that that atmosphere. Let the team,
that harmony, let
them enjoy it. Exactly, but he this is the second time he's doing it. He spoiled the fun against Tottenham. Now he spoiled the fun against Fulham. So Ronaldo definitely knows he has to leave the club, divided, and he wants sympathy. Of course, he has gotten what he wants, and he knows the worst comes to worst. It's definitely going to be contract termination, which will definitely happen in a couple of days. So Ronaldo definitely at this point, my advice to him, well, if he will definitely listen to me or definitely get to hear something like this or something similar.
I will personally send him the video, don't worry.
He's somewhere thinking of the next Arab money he's going to get.
So he needs
Why he arguing about this dude?
So he needs to calm down. He needs to accept criticism. Criticism is part of the game. Criticism is part of football.
It's
and for you to develop or for you to become better as a human being or as a footballer, there are some criticisms you listen to that makes you up your games. Rashford was criticized, heavily criticized. Saka was criticized.
And then they bounced back, right?
Exactly, they bounced back. So
what's your top four?
All right. So my top four actually, I think City will definitely win the league. Because
Good for you.
for real,
On a don't shine your hand. Look
Good
at
for real, because Arsenal over this,
this man.
God, I don't want jinx Sam. That was why I said City will win. I don't want jinx Sam.
I will like personally, not just me, the whole world, not just me, the whole world will want to be shocked, to see Arsenal win the league. But in reality, I think City will, because we look
Big
at
ups, Luca FC, AFC. Luca AFC is a friend of this show. Big ups to you, my brother. We love you,
big ups, bro.
Luca AFC.
Big ups,
And guys, if you've not subscribed to him, just go and subscribe to him.
So
he would
seasons,
subscribe to you back. That's for sure. He's a lovely guy.
previous seasons, Arsenal have bottled up their chances, where they could be on a winning streak, or their performances, before what's happening, they become mediocre and lackluster. So well, they still haven't impressed me a lot, because we know typical Arsenal to be this kind of team. You understand? So I think City will win the league, then Arsenal could be second, then I think Man United will come up third, and Newcastle will come fourth. This is their chance to make the Champions League, because they've been outstanding this season in terms of their performances and all. Chelsea below par, still yet to find their feet, and of course Liverpool, they're still having problems. Salah, the whole weight right now is on Salah. Nunes not yet in, he hasn't really gotten to that fit yet to say let him set the ground rolling and all of that. So it's a huge problem with Liverpool in their midfield, and I don't know what's happening in their defense.
But typically, what does your top four look like?
So it's City, Arsenal, Man United, and Newcastle.
So Toby, you're confident that with all this Ronaldo wahala, all of these things, the fans divided right now, all of this bad blood going around the club, you guys can still make top four. You think you can?
Yes, motivation. It's a blessing in disguise. Yes, because I know the players who want to prove to Ronaldo.
Are you serious?
I can imagine what Ten Hag would definitely tell the players. Yes,
I understand.
You know what? I want to live. I want to live in that space. You see that space you are living in, eh? I need it, because see, me, I need things to work for me now, eh? I need. You see that? Whatever you. I don't know if you smoke, but whatever you're smoking, brother, I need a little, just small.
Motivation, though.
Make a light fire, don't put down doors. You understand that kind of thing?
Prove to the world that you are better off without Ronaldo. That's vibe, that mentality. The lads will be able to handle it.
Good. Onome, please, because we have to go. Even the fans have already left us already. So what's your your final stance on this thing? 1 minute, and then your top four. I know, of course, you would say Man City, but no problem. I like that.
Look, I'm not going to touch on the Ronaldo issue anymore. I've already said what I said about that. Do you know what I mean? The guy's got rights to do how he pleases, whichever way he wants to handle it. It's up to him. Everybody should stop trying to tell him, you should have done this, you should have done that. Why didn't you do it? Is a man of his own. If that's how he wants to handle it, he's got the right to be. If Ronaldo was an airplane or a car, do you know the mileage that this boy has done? All these 800 goals and 800 games, barely injured. Do you know the people should just leave him alone, let him do what he wants to do. If he wants to facilitate to move, that's up to him how he wants to bow out. You know what I mean? That's down to him. Do you know what I mean? You guys shouldn't have got him back. If you didn't want him back, you should have given him to City and would have shown you what Ronaldo would have done. He would have lifted on the Premier League by now. You guys wasted his time and wasted his talent. Anyway,
wasted his time.
Let's buy it back. My top four. Anyway, Tony, do you remember me and you on, I think, one of the other shows, and these guys were battering you, talking about Arsenal not going to beat any of the top 4 teams. I'm like,
you were there, right?
You guys don't actually know what's going on with Arsenal right now. Like, I see a team that is very capable of beating anybody, and you can't tell me there's no way they're not going to beat anybody. And when people are saying, "Oh yeah, Arsenal is Arsenal," they're going to bottle it. Guys, you got to go with the current season. You can't just go, in the past. In the past, Man United won leagues. Are they still winning leagues?
Of course. They're not.
I mean, it's the past, For me, I think Arsenal are going to come short, right?
Yeah, of course, understandable. You're a Man City fan. I get that.
Not just because of that. I just think City have got the experience, the know-how. If you actually, what Arsenal are doing right now is they're actually pushing us to be actually even better than our previous seasons because we've never had to work this hard. This is actually our best start to a season. Do you know what I mean in the last how many seasons?
Yeah. You guys are quite slow starters normally
we've
anyway.
got somebody above us that we're chasing for our best start of the season.
But your
Watch out,
goals,
guys! It's gonna be a big
don't
bang
score
theory.
more goals. City don't
It's
score
gonna
up
be
to
a-
5, 4, 3. You know,
It's gonna be a big bang theory. My thing with the Arsenal, with the chase of Arsenal, is this: we are yet to play them. There's a 6 points a game between us and Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
I just don't want to fall too far behind. I didn't like going 5 points behind. I don't want to fall too far behind when we get to play them because I remember last season, the game 2-1 at your home.
Yeah, and it was a hotly contested one, actually.
And we that game, I was really nervous. I was scared because our players were tired. I could see that we were tired. Just like I could see that we were struggling. But as champions do, we eventually won the game, right? But my thing is, Arsenal are not the Arsenal of before. You're dealing with a serial winner himself, Mikel Arteta, who knows how to carry people over the line. You're dealing with a Gabriel Jesus who appears in left-back positions and is fighting and fighting and fighting. This guy's mentality is different. They actually, I'm looking forward to the Arsenal versus City game because it's going to be like a chess game, draft.
Exactly, it's a big one.
Because they play the same way. Arteta is taking our style into you guys. Like, you guys play the same as us. I see.
And he's also taking your players to play.
And this is what I saw and was telling people at the start of the season, but they never agreed.
We kind of underestimated you a little bit, and we said, you know what, give them Jesus, give them Zinchenko.
That one, I think Pep shot himself on the foot in those transfers.
Listen, Pep is Pep.
No, but he didn't really shoot himself. Actually, he didn't really shoot himself because he brought in an Haaland who has scored 20-something goals already.
Tony, but I agree. Tony, remember when we had this rivalry with Manchester United? Well, Manchester United allowed their players to come to Arsenal because you know why?
This is the thing. This is the thing with Pep. Right?
The fact is this. I be worry boy now. You too. You still be the worry.
Area.
You understand? as we would say it in area, Pep been the look at and less. That was why he allowed those.
I don't think so.
No, I think so. He did not see us as a direct rival.
He did see us as a direct threat. That's what I felt.
Yes,
too,
that was why he allowed those two players to go. Because if you won't be having your direct rival, think that will rival you.
Guys, we fit do show for this thing maybe tomorrow or something like that. Please, let's go, I beg. I'll put chicken for fire.
I'm not finished my own now. I've not done my top 4 yet. So let me finish my own now. Now they interrupt me. Let me finish. So just quick one, yeah. It's not that Pep as a rival, yeah. What it is is Gabriel Jesus, right, needed to play, right? He had Tottenham after him, and Tottenham was in the Champions League, right? He's interested in working with Arteta. That's who he wanted to work with. So Pep is not going to be a bad mind. Pep respects Gabriel Jesus. He loves him. So Pep is not going to be a bad mind to say, no, because you're going to make Arsenal stronger, I'm not going to grant you a wish. He served Pep for how many years? That's the least Pep could do for him.
Tony, how many years has Harry Kane served Tottenham Hotspur? Did they allow him to go?
Nah, Harry Kane has that one. Thank God they not let him go because they won't let him go.
Now you know. There are some kind of transfers.
Let him be stuck in Tottenham Hotspur. Let him keep rolling in Tottenham.
Anyway, my top
let him roll in Tottenham. I'm sorry, I'm not a witch or anything, but let him roll.
See, you know the thing about saying like we underestimated you, or we miss Gabriel Jesus, we miss Zinchenko. We've replaced those goals. People are saying, how are they going to replace those goals? Well, we replaced those goals.
You replace the goals, no doubt.
You understand? No doubt. Alvarez is also a bad man as well. So those will be replaced. We're not missing them. We're still doing that. We've actually moved on as a club to a different style of play, a different kind of play.
So,
right?
What will be your top 4?
My top 4, obviously, number 1. I'll count for number 2. Number 2, Arsenal. Right? Arsenal finishing second, right? Arsenal finishing.
Mind you, we're 5 points clear, my brother. We're 5 points clear.
all this one are supporting.
Well, 5 points clear, and you're not playing typically well.
You know when you go to
look at what
cinema,
Ivan Toney did to you.
you know when you go to cinema and
Ivan Toney did to
they
you.
play
Look at what Liverpool that I dealt with. Look at what they did to you. Newcastle is grabbing points against you. Aston Villa putting you
go
on the
Newcastle now. Go Newcastle ground. You go see what we see for there. You know see that ground. Hey, go there. You go see what we see.
I don't want to play that Newcastle guys yet.
Go that ground. Newcastle. Go there ground. You go see what we see.
This is.
I don't want to go there, man.
Go. Carry your bag. Go there. Go see what we see.
No, if they carry me go, I don't know. I don't want to go. I don't carry me go. I don't know.
Newcastle ground right now be like the Lions den. If you enter that ground, the way they shout. Do you know that Newcastle, even in the championship, that 52,000 fans that they have, they are actually plastered there. It's almost like they don't go home.
Yeah.
Every game they're there. You understand? That ground is now that they have money and they have players. Make some maximat, carry ball, run enter your defense. Maybe you cut him out or two. Make some maximat carry ball. Some maximat they run with ball. Like they play rugby. You hold the ball from hand.
Bro, we have Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce. Saliba. Oh, Saliba.
I've actually
Man United fan no like him. MUFC, you know, I said they call that Saliba, they born now. You know, in the turn. Saliba, I'm not saying they hot, but my brother, man. You know, Saliba.
I actually went to two of your games. I went to your Liverpool game and I was there for Nottingham Forest game as well.
Which city you there? Look, I've been there London, for some time. But which city you there?
Now London I did.
Okay, London. Okay, cool. Now, then I went to now.
Yeah, definitely. But see, my top four from second, Arsenal finishing second. I understand the whole hype about Newcastle, but I don't think they'll finish top four. You know, it's a big hype right now. It's only
that's a big one with what they are doing.
I understand what they're doing. I think they're gonna come. It's too big of a jump for them to just go and get Champions League football. You know what I mean? It's a process. I understand that, but I don't think they're gonna finish top four. Tottenham are going to finish top four. Tottenham is a top four club. Tottenham are going to finish top four. So I would say City, Arsenal, Tottenham, right? Mm-hmm. And I would give the last position to Chelsea.
Hi, toilet club. Hey, toilet club. Toilet club.
To Chelsea. I think that's the to Chelsea. Because what is Chelsea got the players, right? And they now got the listen, the guys only lost 2 games? Chelsea will make sense.
They are calling for his head already. You see, and this is of course Onome and Toby. This is the problem I have with these new guys watching football. You know, after 2 months, they want to throw a just look at what they did to Graham Potter on Twitter. If you see the disgrace where they disgrace this guy, these people don't understand that you have to build a team from the ground up. And that's the problem I have with Arsenal fans. Over the years, they don't want to give anyone a chance. They just want instant.
They were calling for Arteta's head
that way. You need to build a team.
I wouldn't blame Arsenal fans. You know, the last time the last time you guys won the league, it's been decades upon decades. So fans are desperate.
I totally understand, but you need to build. And many other teams are going through all these projects. Real Madrid are going through a project of their own. All these other players, they've all gone off. Camavinga is there now. Tismeni is there now. They have new players. It's changing.
We didn't win any trophies. Pep's first season, we didn't win any trophies.
It's a changing player, my brother.
But before Pep, the previous manager had won trophies. City had won trophies before.
But Pep, when Pep came and we're doing that passy, we didn't win any trophies.
But wait. Why are you guys talking as if you didn't know? Bakary Sagna went down to Man City. Have you guys forgotten? Patrick Vieira. Man City. Bro, are you guys serious? Are you kidding me? Adebayo was a Man City. What are we talking about here, man? They got good players and they went down there to do things for them. Martinelli's. Have you guys? Don't tell me you've forgotten about Nasri. Don't tell me you've forgotten about Nasri. Oh,
Yes.
my brother. Come on, man.
That's
Come
why.
on.
That's why we gave Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko. We're returning the favor. This now we don't collect for now. So it's no love lost.
Yeah, it's good. When I do us a favor, my brother. Oh no, man, I beg, throw away your number for this place for the private chat. So I might they hit you up for private chat. So in case we need to see, you know what, I don't have this type of African taste in my show. I really need it where my African brothers we could just talk about football. I really want it so I can have this aspect of course, many of the guys coming into my show are mostly from the UK and things like that. So I want a different taste in the whole thing where you, my brothers, will just be here with me. We'll just talk football, and show these guys what we have to. So Akbos, please, you're a very big member of that listing.
Thanks for having me.
To be you too, my brother. Man.
Anytime, hit me up. We did together.
Yeah.
Bro.
And of course, I don't have your
Nice to
number.
meet you.
Please drop
Wow.
out. MEFC, drop your number for private chat so that make I add enough for WhatsApp. I beg.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, because in case I need to
No,
organize this
sure,
show so
sure.
that one to go the day,
All right.
Onome is back. Onome, please, I beg, drop your number for private chat. I beg.
Yeah, I don't drop off a private.
Okay,
chat.
you don't drop them. Okay.
Check 'em.
Akos, please drop your own. I beg, make I get them so that we go to communicate. And
I
of
like
course,
that.
I
I like
enter Nigeria.
that.
No,
I like
I
this
don't
kind of
do
down
it.
shy. It suits me.
The vibe, Abi. Yeah. All this way I will just did is talk too much grammar.
You know,
They speak
see,
Igbo.
Tony, all this English one they speak, all this French one they speak, the papers for matter.
My brother, man.
The papers for matter.
I can imagine.
When you speak
It don't
English,
keep
your
me
jaw
like
is
that,
in a
man.
certain type of way. You don't understand?
Yeah. This vibe, this one take me past. I beg. Easy. I don't get wahala. Hey, guys, man, it's nice to have you guys
Thanks
on
for
the show.
having me.
Oh, no, man, I had to
No,
beg those other guys to give me your contact. Endsman, no, give me your contact. So I don't know why.
Have you seen my number now?
Yeah, I think it's on the chat now. So I would save it. You guys, I use a finished number, so you guys will have my number too.
Yeah.
I will text you guys on WhatsApp. Akbos,
No,
I know you cancel your show for me, but God bless you, my
No,
brother.
hala. We did together.
Thank you, Akbos.
That's what.
And once in a while, we'll call this panel. Once in a while, whenever all of us have this chant, we'll just come and be doing normal shows. I beg. More they do. And of course, if you guys want to alternate it in your own shows or whatever, like of course, if you wanted to come to your own show, I could come around and do it. MEFC Global, if you have, we can come to your own place too. Or no, man, when you want to come, I know you just like football normally, but if in case you have your own channel, we'll
I
be
not
down
get
there.
channel, I not get Twitter, I not get anything. I beg.
You no get, then you go join boys we get now. I do now.
I go talk for now. I not there.
That kind of thing. We will get channel, but now you get Range Rover. Abi?
But I claim my child.
We will get channel now. You get Range Rover. My brother, you say till the enter. We get channel, but now you get Range Rover. So guys, thank you very much, guys. And everyone in the chat, thank you very much. Akbos was here, my very big friend behind the stage too. I go to support his channel. So everyone, please shout out where people can find you. Akbos, where can people find you?
You can find me. You can find me on Football and Pigeon and across all the socials. And also, you can find me on One Touch TV. Also, that's like my second home. And I'm going to have a new channel coming on soon. So when I have that one, Tony, I'll let you know. So, but big up, Tony. Thanks for having me on the stream. Big up on the man. Nice to meet you guys. Big up, Toby.
Real guy.
Once again, happy birthday, Toby, and nice to meet you guys. And
Thanks, bro.
everybody that has been on the show, nice to meet you. Everybody in the comment section, big up.
Thank you, Toby. Where can people find you, my brother?
Yeah, on Instagram actually _MEFC Global. It's a Man United fan channel actually. So
Let me
that's where
follow
you can
you.
find me for now.
Thanks, bro. If I enter your channel, if you crash you.
I did tell you.
We need people like you. Channel.
Where people go fit find you? So where people go fit find you? So
now if you find me,
they don't fit find you. Abi. Okay, good and okay.
I will find you. Don't find me. I will find you.
You find. Now you be Liam Nielsen, Abby. I will find you.
Don't
I will
find me, I'll
see
find you. No, this channel is good, man. I appreciate you for having me, man. This is I love the vibe here, man. That's awesome.
Thanks, Onome. Manitan Gadirai, we'll be having you tomorrow, my brother. You're welcome.
Yeah,
But we're already closing, but we'll be having you
I know,
tomorrow,
but
definitely.
yeah. But listen. I mean, if you were closing, you probably shouldn't have let me on. But I've made my opinions clear in the chat. What Ronaldo did was, in the end, rather stupid. I know there were some redeeming parts of the interview, but having burnt his bridges that way, there's no way he can stay at United. And he and Roy Keane are now effectively two peas in the pod. Both of those people should be ashamed of themselves for their conduct. And I'll see you tomorrow, definitely, Tony. But thanks for bringing me on to say what I've said. Big up to everyone, and of course, Toby. Hope you enjoyed your special day. Hope you enjoyed your special day today.
I did. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
All of you have yourselves a good weekend. See you all tomorrow.
Guys, join me and Manitan Gadirai, my friend. We'll be here 8 to 9 p.m. Me, him, and the Football Capital. An Australian guy owns the Football Capital show. Is a very, very big friend of mine backstage. Is a very, very big friend to one of the guys who's my mentor, Osiguna. Osiguna is one of the guys I like. I love his channel. And he's also my mentor in this industry, you know. So I like the guy very, very much. So he's he's one of their best friends, actually. So the Football Capital will be coming down here tomorrow, 8 to 9 p.m. Onome, if you have time, you can, come and join us. Akpos might be busy. I don't think so. MEFC, I don't know. You guys are busy with your own stuff. But Manu will be here with the Football Capital. Anyone that has chance can, just drop in and see what they can come and do. Onome, I'll be keeping contact with you. I'll text you after the whole thing. Of course, I'll text you. Toby, I'll text you. We're not forgetting the United family who was here with us. Thank you, my brother. Anfield Rods, thank you for joining the show too. For everyone who was here, Miss Melina, big ups to you. You're getting fine. You're getting better. Thank you. And who else? Everyone, One Touch TV, Luca AFC, Amy Baba, everyone that came to the show today. Thank you very much, and God bless you guys. And see you guys soon. And big ups.
Peace.
Peace.